sending you someplace. And I'll hit the button that says go on the number as soon as I see everybody in their rooms. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Let's see who's left. Christine, did you get a pop-up? Dr. Raj, you no pop-up?
I just came in, so maybe.
Oh, you just came in. Okay, let me move you into a group. Bear with me a sec.
Evangelist Christine, you know how to do this? You're on mute.
Go ahead and click on.
You don't have to do it. You can just stay here, sweetheart.
Yeah, no, Brenda, you too. You should be in a room. Go ahead and click on breakout rooms at the bottom of your screen, Brenda, and it should come up. Same thing for you, Christine. Oh, you know what happens? I have all these note takers.
Brenda, did you get the background, please? Because I know you know how to use one. Do you mind putting up your background, please?
And Brenda, I just sent you a pop-up to join room 4.
I appreciate you so much.
We got it, we win.
You got it already?
We already got it.
We're competitive, just slightly.
Yes.
You know, that was less than 1 minute. I just hit the 6 minutes. Wow, that's amazing. All right, so write down everybody who's in your room so that you can announce
to the
winners for me.
Okay, I need to send it.
All right, because I make sure you write down everybody. And then when everybody comes back, I'm going to let them keep playing.
Okay.
But when
Wait,
everybody...
so it was Hele, right? Hele and...
Wait,
was it the 4 of us or the 3 of us? It was...
Wait, I can find it. Nicole, what room were you in? Do you remember the number?
We were in 3.
Oh, here you go. So it was Sandy, Nicole, and Hele.
Like Hele. Yes, Hele.
Hele. I know this because we spoke it.
Yes.
How about, okay, so Hele, Nicole, and Sandy, only 3 people. That's pretty good.
It was Kenya.
No, there was 4 of us.
Kenya was in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kenya was there. I'm sorry, Kenya.
The 4 of us.
All right, congratulations. And I'm going to
That
ask
was
you to
fast.
show, when I call your names, I'll ask you to show what, hold up the thing. So everybody says, oh, they really did get it.
So it doesn't matter if some people have multiple items?
That was quick.
You have all 5 items, right? You got all 5 items in less than the time allowed, you win.
Nicole was like prepped and
Yeah.
It's because I'm in a location where all my stuff is around me.
You win. It could have come to everybody. So I can go ahead and close the rooms right now.
Yeah, you can close the room. We don't want to wait. That's time
I'm
we
gonna
save.
go ahead and close the room.
Okay.
I thought, let's give them a minute or 2 to talk and then run around and get it.
Okay. That'll
I'm
work.
really impressed.
Yeah, that was
Back
good.
in
Wow.
I hit
Yes.
the button for them to come back. They'll be back in
Nice
50
like
seconds.
speaking.
thank you.
Awesome.
Yes. How about that?
Congratulations, ladies.
That was good.
Yeah,
Type of-
Wow.
Mr. Rogers, that was so much fun. I'm going to take that idea and run with that. It was really fun.
It reminds me of my camp days when I was in camp. It's so much fun. I love it.
Yes. it was great. All
Yeah,
right,
I thought I'd do a
everybody.
little something different.
Oh, you're all coming back. Did you
Very
get your
different.
stuff? Did you get your 5 things? Those of you who just joined us, did you get your 5 things? Sherry, did your team get the 5 things?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Jose, did your team get all 5 things? Yes, you were in the same team as Sherry. That's great. A retainer. He's got a retainer. That counts. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, give me jazz hands if you got all 5.
No, that wasn't 7 minutes either.
No, I know. And give me jazz hands if you didn't get to find all 5 because we came back early. Give me jazz hands if you didn't have time. So everybody got it. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was so great. Okay, who had fun? That's the whole idea, wasn't it? Who had fun? Who got to play with people? Well, I have to tell you, congratulations to everybody, but there was one team who came back and had all 5 items in less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. And
Yeah,
that
they
was
did.
Hale, what do you have in your hand that you found?
Actually, Nicole was the one that had all four, and then how do you say your name? She had one of the items.
Is it Kenya?
Kenya. She had one. So
Awesome.
they were so like they came in the room, they already had it. Like, okay.
Okay, so how great is it when you're on a team and they already have everything together? Is that the greatest team in the world?
Yeah.
Kenya, what did you get? Kenya, what was in your hand?
I had a selfie stick. Yep.
Ah, perfect. And what about Sandy? Sandy, you too? Everybody had everything, so you didn't need to find anything?
No.
What'd you get? What is that? You're on mute.
I do have a clipboard.
Ah, the clipboard. That's pretty cool. You must do shows and stuff. That's why I have a clipboard. Fantastic. And then, Nicole, tell us what you got. You got everything else.
I got the 20.
I'm so glad. That was one
I
thing
have the blue scissors.
Ooh.
I have a purple wig from my kid. And I also have a green clipboard. So
That's awesome. All right, so where's the teeth? Oh, the wig. Sorry.
Oh, the wig.
Sorry.
I do have it. So that's kind. And I have
saw
it
the
in the
teeth.
bowl.
I saw the teeth. How many of you got teeth? Anybody get teeth? Let me see.
I got teeth.
Show me some teeth. Love it. All right. I hope you had a great time. Got the energy going. Back to you, Dr. Pat.
Oh wow! Come on, y'all. That was good.
That was fun.
Oh. Now my only thing I'm gonna need. The only thing I'm going to. Why am I echoing? The
I
only
don't
thing.
know. Make sure everybody make sure you put yourself on mute. That sometimes causes the echo. Thank you.
Okay. The only thing I need, Jane, could you put yourself on mute, please? The only thing, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I need from each team. I need you to write down the people who are on your team, who is in your room, and I'm gonna need that information for the free gift. Basically, yes.
If you don't have it, I know you probably think
At least one team. Who is the winning team?
I got the winning team. I have all the information.
Give me the names of the winning team. I'll just write them right here.
Kenya, Sandy,
okay.
Abate,
I got it.
Nicole,
Okay.
and Hele.
Okay, I got it. That's all I need. I'll tell y'all at the end what you give you if I can remember. Okay, good job.
What
Now-
remind you?
Okay.
Somebody who is on and off mute. You're good. Go for it.
Okay. Everybody go on mute. We're getting ready to start the speaking, but before I do that, I definitely want to acknowledge Dr. Lawana. Your hand is up.
Yes, I believe Sandy needs to be co-host. And if any other speaker needs that, you need to let Dr. Rogers know.
My platform is set up that everybody that needs to be co-host is automatic. I just didn't say it earlier.
No, I'm good.
I don't
Human Prosperity Network. I'm all about communicating for sales because you can't make a difference without sales. I have something free. It's the Speaker's Profitizer Formula that gives you step-by-step how you can communicate to influence people to say, here's my credit card. I'll put it in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Trish. Make sure you put your name and phone number with your offer in the chat, please. All right, Tina, come on down. You're on mute, Tina. We can't hear you. You're very low.
That's better. We'll listen carefully. Go ahead, Tina.
That I teach people how to do
how to send cards online. And your first call with me will be free. So I'm going to put my information in the chat so you can book a session with me, and I'll show you how to send that free card. And you will also get free postage. Thank you.
Perfect, Tina. Make sure you put your email and your phone number with your offer in the chat, please. Dr. Joy, come on down. And then Helen, you'll be next.
Wait, let me cut in. After everybody does their presentation, I want everybody on this platform that have two hands to do this. And I'm doing all this for the camera and the videos, y'all. This attracts people to our events in the future. After each person, just do this. Okay, take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Joy Vaughn, and I am so excited to offer a lucky person one ticket to our Business Resilience International Conference in October. So I'll put my information in the chat, and it's great to meet everyone. Pat, awesome job.
Love you, sis. Good to see you again. Been years.
I'm just going to go ahead because LaDonna told me I'm next. So I'm Helen Harwood Snell, and I want to show you my $100 Canadian bill that I went and grabbed because we were supposed to get a $20 American bill. That's about how I'm feeling these days. So I wanted to tell you a little story because I'm an expert storyteller, communication coach, and ghostwriter, and I'm offering you a free 5-day social media storytelling challenge that starts next week from Monday to Friday. I'll put the link in the chat.
Perfect, Helen. Thank you so much. Melinda, come on down, and then we'll go to Christelle.
Hello, I am Melinda Brown. I'm out of the Chicagoland area and I'm in travel. And my offer today is to give away a $100 hotel savings card for free to everyone and enter you into a drawing to get a free getaway. So I'll drop that information in the chat. I do own a full service travel agency, but I teach people the tips and tricks on the industry so you can travel better for less. So that's what I do.
I cannot go in because it's academic workout, so I don't know how to go into this.
Go ahead, Christelle, and then we'll go to Dr. Smile.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Christelle Vega. Some people call me the podcast matchmaker because I am just the queen of getting you on the right podcast for your audience, because podcasting is so powerful for you to be in front of an audience that you didn't need to build yourself. And that audience is perfect for your business because it's targeted podcast. So my gift for you today, if you want to experience my services, because that's what I do, get you on those niche specific podcasts, is for me to get you booked on a podcast for free within the next 7 days. LaDonna is nodding because she has experienced it. I can do it like lightning speed. So I'll put my information in the chat. Feel free to reach out and let me get you on your first podcast, maybe on the next one. Thank you.
Dr. Smile, come on down, and then we'll go to Joe Porter.
Hey y'all, you're loved, appreciated, celebrated, valued, and most cherished. I am Dr. Smile, aka Auntie Roz, and I am known as the Smile Geniuspreneur. And today you can get a copy of my Amazon bestseller, No More Residue. And it's a story about 16 women who have come out of darkness into the light. And when you make your purchase of that book, you will be able to get a 45-minute coaching session all about your smile. Simply make intentional love encounters, starting with yourself first. I yield the mic and I will share my information in the chat. Thank you.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Porter. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a ruby ribbon stylist. What is that? I help women dress with comfort and confidence every single day out that underwire. My offer today is a 30-minute consultation to see if this is right for you.
Perfect, Joe. You know what to do. And then we're going to go to Miss Kimya, and then we'll go to Michelle News.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I am a digital marketing strategist. I hosted last week a 5-day online challenge for maximizing your online visibility as an entrepreneur. the best testimonial I got is this is equivalent of a $10,000 course. I said, great. So today, my offer for you is the recordings, all 5 days, the replays, including the extended workbook and additional resources for only $47. It's actually the VIP upgrade. I will put the information in the chat. I opened it up just for this group. Thank you.
All right, Michelle, and then we'll go to Mark.
Hi, I'm Michelle Noon, and I help U.S. and Canadian homeowners pay off their mortgages and other debt in almost half the time. This financial GPS is an online software tool, and I also provide banking strategies to get you to debt-free the quickest. I'll be putting my information in the chat. I'm offering a complimentary personal savings report. Let's connect and let's find out your debt-free date.
Woo!
Alright, my name is Mark Blogger. I have multiple different companies, but for this specific platform, I am founder and CEO of Mark Blogger Successful Enterprises, where we help entrepreneurs scale their business and mentor them in their personal development. My free offer today is actually a free consultation about growing sales, because sales is by far the most important aspect of any business, regardless of size. So I will share information because I have not only just myself, but my team also has great experiences in helping entrepreneurs grow in different areas. I've worked with different types of clients, whether it's in marketing, sales, advertising, even in angel investing, since I'm an angel investor myself. So I have a very extensive portfolio on building businesses and growing businesses. So I look forward to this.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. Go ahead and put your name, your email and phone number and your offer in the chat, please. And then we're going to go to Brenda Sheldrake.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brenda Marie Sheldrake, BizLeads expert, and I help entrepreneurs to stand up to the challenges that they face in their business. My offer to you today is a complimentary lead generation strategy session. That would be a half an hour with me.
Okay, I think we have everyone that put their hands up. Dr. Pat, thank you for letting me
I haven't gone yet, guys. I don't know how I put the hand, but it disappears all the time. But
she needs to go. Nicole said she had her hand up, and she's not a speaker.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Nicole.
So I am Nicole Griffith. I am the Wellness 360 Transformation Coach. Just yesterday, my health advisors did my lab review, and said I had the best lab review he's ever seen. So that is a testament to how I'm a wellness advisor, because my lab work showed it's the best he's ever seen. I was stamped to show you. I lost 20 pounds. I help people get to their optimum health. Today, I offer you free membership to our Wellness 360 community group that you can join. I put the link up there. You can join that. It's free. We also have a free wellness workshop weekly you come to. And I'm offering you, if you are wanting to healthy yourself and other people and start super easy, and join me in a global health and wellness company, 12-year-old in 65 countries. We ship to more countries than Amazon does. It's starting at $29.95. It's business in a box. So you can connect with me. We'll chat. We are faith-based with other Christian people. So if you like to help people, love Jesus, advocate, and grow advanced, contact me. We'll talk.
Okay, awesome.
Nicole, is there anyone else?
Awesome.
I thought
Anyways,
I
that in there.
My name is Sandy Abate. I own SCA Bookkeeping LLC, where I provide bookkeeping services to businesses in all stage. Like Patricia did mention, I have had the pleasure of assisting her with her bookkeeping needs for about maybe 6-8 months, somewhere in there. It seems longer, but I'm pretty sure that was, a little over a year. But anyways, the one thing is Dr. Patricia Rogers is always teaching. when she sat there and reached out to me the first time, she sat there and told me that the reason why she sat there and booked that appointment with me is because I kept it simple. I had that information right in the chat, which was at a WPEN event, by the way. So all she had to do was click on it, take care of things on her end. I got the notice and I showed up for that meeting with her. So really keep it simple and precise, and do what she says, because she knows what she's doing. So this is the first time that I've had the pleasure of speaking on one of Dr. Patricia's platforms. So I am so excited to be here, and I thought I would just start by really telling you guys who I am, because a lot of you don't know who I am. So we're going to go way back. I was about 17 and a half, and my future husband's mom got diagnosed with cancer and wasn't supposed to live very long. She wow, I'm getting emotional. Her dying wish was that she wanted to die in her home. She didn't want to die in the hospital. The only way to make that happen was to give her 24-hour care at home. No, my husband and his sister weren't able to provide the full 24 hours. So I moved in to assist. In taking on that, we also took on all of her financial responsibilities. That really gave me a good taste of the importance of money, on, why we need money, but also how to manage the money. So important. I learned budgeting the hard way and fast. Knock it up, another 20 years. We got married. We had 3 kids. I'm glad to sit there and say we are still married, working on 34 years. So I'm so excited. I mean, that there is my biggest accomplishment, that and then the kids. But, I sat there. I've always been put into management roles, have always dealt with companies' books. And so, I took what I learned when I was 17 and adapted that for a business. Only difference with a business than doing it for a home is that, you've got to worry about the taxes. You really got to get in there and get those numbers to work to support you. That's all considered cash flow. So when, you sit there and ask, how your cash flow is doing, if you got a good bookkeeper, you know exactly what that cash flow is doing. But back in, what would it be? We're not going to mess with the years because I was lazy and I didn't take that out. So right there's a learning experience. But anyways, I sat there after I had the surgery, decided I was done working in other companies doing their books. I took a complete step away and I got a job in a hospital. In that hospital, I was able to sit there and go and help patients who came in with either no insurance or not enough insurance. As you all know, those that are living in the States, it is hard and expensive to have insurance as entrepreneurs. So I was seeing a lot of small business owners in my community. About 90% of those small business owners had no clue what their cash flow was. They sat there, all they could tell me is, I don't know how, but I know I get my bills paid at the end of the month. Which is great. I'm glad, they were able to get their bills paid, but it crippled me and it made me sad. Because what I really enjoyed about that job was I was able to walk into those rooms, into those patients' rooms and sit there, walk out telling them, you lay here, you rest, you concentrate on getting yourself better. We've got your bills covered. Those poor entrepreneurs that I saw, 90% of them, I was not able to tell them that. I had to sit there and say, well, we're going to need this, this, and this, and that. And, they're sick. They can't, just run home and get the stuff if they happen to know where it was. So then, skip over about 7-8 year old. Let's go back a little bit. About 2018, My coworker sat there and started going through yoga trainer. She was going to be a yoga trainer. Her husband was a bodybuilder. I sat there with joke around, sitting there saying, you know what, we both just need to get out of here. You guys need to go start a gym, and I'll figure out how to take care of your books. That actually never happened, but that idea was planted in me that I was going to help small business owners with their books. At the time, I wasn't sure exactly how God was going to do it, but I knew he was going to do it. So, skip over 2020 happened. We're not going to get into all of that. But, I did get furloughed from my job. The hospital sat there, ended up figuring out how to fill my position in-house. I was contracted in. So, that job, which as great as it was, I don't think I will ever have a job that fulfilling. But it wasn't what God put me here to do. So I sat there. I want to sit there and say, about maybe 6 hours after I woke up that first morning on furlough, God opened the door for me. He sat there and showed me this great bookkeeping course to take, showed me that, you can do books now with the clouds. And so it's like, all right, let's do it. Then of course, devil had to stick his head in. About September, it was about September. God sat there and had me, I had my certificate. I was all fired up, ready to start my business. I got on the phone with a lawyer, got everything set up, went through Legal Shield for that great organization. Dr. Pat can tell you more about Legal Shield if you don't have Legal Shield. But with doing that, I was able to get in there, get all set up. Me and the lawyer hung up, I'd say about an hour later. My boss from my last job calls me up and sits there and says, hey, we have an emergency at the hospital. My coworker, it was just the two of us in that office. She had a family emergency, had to take the Family Medical Leave Act. They needed someone in that position right away for 30 days. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. So Monday morning, I got up, went. Our little town got hit with a derecho while I was there at work, kind of messed up the next 30 days while I was there. At the end, they sat there and said, she's not coming back. Do you want this job? You can have this job permanently, huge raise. I sat there, thought about it, prayed about it, really looked at what had gone on the last 30 days. And I sat there and said, no, God wants me to do books for small business owners. Now, bookkeeping is more than just for those emergency times. So bookkeeping, having that good cash flow, keeps you on a great budget. That way, when you need something for your business and you see that item go on sale, if that's in a price range that you can afford at that time. Maybe you're buying it 2 months earlier than what you had planned, but how that's going to affect. It is so important to sit there and know what those expenses are and have that amount set out for at least 3 to 6 months. And you know what? If anything, 2020 taught us, you can stretch that out to a year. That's even better. You've got to be able to keep that household running. You really do need at least 3 bank accounts when you start up. I don't know, raise your hand if you are a first-time entrepreneur. So many first-time entrepreneurs came out of 2020. They have, they know what they know what they specialize in. They do not know what they do not know. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach them what they don't know. I really do have that passion to help those really small business owners that sit there and say they can't afford a bookkeeper. That's where I want to come in. I sat there, I've developed a group called Bookkeeping with Friends. We meet twice a week for time just to come in, go into a breakout room by yourself, unless you tell me otherwise. You're going to work on your books, because so help me, when I'm doing something that I haven't been completely trained in, that's when questions arise. When you have those questions, you just pop back into the main room And, you know, you get assisted immediately while your mind is still in that process. There's also bookkeeping training, an hour of that, and an hour of question and answer time. That's all in a month. Anyone here today that signs up for that group will get the first 2 months free. And then after that, we're looking at $40 a month for that. So if that interests you, please drop on in. And again, thank you, Dr. Pat, for scheduling that appointment, because I would not be here if I did not figure out to keep it simple and put those links in the chat correctly. So thank you all and have a great day. And I am so looking forward to the rest of the speakers.
Also, come on, give us some energy. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all caught what she just said. Well, first of all, I like one thing I want to point out that she said, sometimes you have to say no. And that's in so many areas. Me and Nicole talked about that the other night. Right before my event, I always get all these, seem like everybody wants to pull on me. It seems like it's just right before the event. I'm like, don't they know I'm having my event? But you know what? All of us are part of the journey. People don't know what they don't know. And everybody's struggling, like I said before, trying to do their own thing. They don't got time to think about, oh, she having an event, I'm not going to ask her. No. It's my job to respond and say yes or no. That's it. And then explain why, if necessary. But sometimes, and it hurts to say no, sometimes we don't want to say no. And I think y'all know that's true. Some people will lie before they say no. It ain't that serious, because people do understand. So with that, and I want to thank you so much, Sandy, for your presentation. And she said one more thing I want to point out that she just said. I know y'all. Who is that? Please, I'm supposed to know who that is. So I'm asking y'all. Trish Carr, can you please help me with the platform? Because I can't do both. If you don't mind, you co-host, could you please silence that? This is why training is so essential, people. And this is why I use virtual backgrounds, so that it won't distract you when you're speaking, because it does distract. But at any rate, another thing she said, and you all didn't catch it, but I caught it. Trish Carr may have caught it. People who host events, Dr. Moana may have caught it. Luana may have caught it. She said, I can't wait to hear the rest of the speakers. Give her a taker. Some speakers just come to be heard, and they dip. And then we wonder why business not growing. Because God see your actions, he see your behaviors. But the same way we rounded all these people up, all of us pushed this information. We was pushing all this morning, last night, we was pushing. The same way we rounded up the people to hear you, then you should make a point to round yourself up to listen to the other people. And the very thing that you miss, trust me when I tell you, that's probably what you need. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Go ahead, Dr. LaWanda. The next speaker is, okay, Vanessa, Dr. Vanessa Blackwell. Are you ready? Come on. Are you ready? Woo, 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 woo. I'm in a collaboration book with her, and she'll tell you more about what she does, but I definitely have worked with her a lot in the past. Take it away, sis.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Dr. Patricia, for having me. This is amazing. I love the connection. My name is Dr. Vanessa Blackwell. I'm a retired Army vet, did 24 years in the military, served proudly. Retired in 2017. My journey kind of started a little rough. I had 3 sisters and a brother, and they all passed away. Both my parents are deceased. I am the last one left out of 5. It started my journey into, I got grief coach certified while I was still serving in the military. I was trying to figure out what my exit plan was going to be. I also am a certified life coach and Christian coach. But God brought me back to that grief coach certification after my youngest sister passed and said that was my calling. Wow. I said, sit down. I said, okay. You know, I was 55 years old and finally figured out why I was here. I said, you know what? I am not going to run from this any longer. started my journey into writing. I have 19 books out and still writing. This is my full-time job now, is helping people heal from grief and loss and joy restoration and helping folks become bestsellers. It's been amazing. I love, love, love what I do. I done finally found my niche and I don't have to work for anybody else. Thanks, Dr. Rogers, for what you're doing, because you look amazing online. You are doing your thing and I love it. You know, I've learned that each one should teach one. So upon this journey in life, God connects us with the right people. When we feel that we can't make it or can't go on, God says, keep moving, you know, continue to trust in him, keep the faith. Like I said, my journey was, my life was rough. I had my daughter at the age of 17. When I got pregnant with her, her father got sentenced to 30 years to life. I was 4 months pregnant and he gets sentenced, and he told me he's gonna beat the charge because he didn't do it, so he's coming home. I end up with a baby and him getting sentenced. I married a guy that was he was in the military and he was abusive. So I have been through so many struggles, losing all my siblings, the military. For the struggles that women go through in the military, it's horrendous. You know, African-American women anyway, we have to go through a lot of struggles because it was always, they get paid more, we can't get the promotions. You know, it's just hard. But like I said, when you start your business, you can finally figure out, you know, narrow down who is your target audience. And I would tell you that books will outlive you. So the reason I write books today, because I know I'm 64 years old. And my books will be here around here for my grandchildren, my great-grand, my nieces and nephews, to encourage them to press on and continue the journey. Death is something we all have to do one day. What kind of footprint are you going to leave in the world? We are working on an amazing project, and the title is called Joy 365. My goal is to help others to restore joy and to find joy along the journey. Joy 365 is going to be amazing. Why? Because we will have 365 wonderful co-authors spreading joy across the globe. I have been a visionary for 4 other projects, and like I said, most of them had 90 authors. But God told me, go ahead and step out there. So I stepped out there with faith. So we currently have 273 on board. The only thing we're really missing is you. Because when we get that 365, we're going to shut the door and we are going to go to work. God has blessed us to be on billboards in Times Square and in Atlanta. So we're going to do some of those things as well. The doctorate program, they found me when I was, years ago. So Dr. Patricia Rogers, I know what you're doing. It's nothing like an honorary doctorate. So we shared that opportunity. I have 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards. I want us all to win. So we share. Sharing is caring. And I will tell you, the best investment that you can ever make is in you. I have 7 wonderful grandchildren, and I've donated, just kept in my cash. Like, grandma. I said, wait, hold up. Let grandma spend some of her retirement check herself. So at the end of this month, I will be going to Johannesburg and speaking over there globally. Tell God, yes, God is good. But I want to tell you all about Joy 365. We will have ministers, pastors, coaches, poets, business women, and men. We even have a couple of kids. And we'll be writing a devotional for one day. Everybody writes for one day. The book is set up alphabetically by last name. So if your last name is Brown, you'll be in the B's. If it's Thomas, you'll be in the T's. We're going to submit a professional headshot, a short bio. Your devotional is 250 to 300 words. And then you get to include an affirmation. We will also create a journal. So I'm going to show the co-authors how to bundle books. So like I said, when I go out with my 19 books, I have more than one. So we'll create the journal and the devotional. The cost to join us is $367. But I can promise you it will be the best $367 that you've ever spent. Because it took me a lot to get to 19 books. But I'm like Dr. Pat, I share a lot. So like I said, each one should teach one. We have a ton of information in the file section of the group. We've had Zooms like this where we do training monthly. I come in, I share. We're currently in the pre-launch phase, so we'll selling the book before the book is released. So come and join us. I'll put the link in here. You'll check out the job form. Again, I am known as Dr. B. And I love my co-authors. Like I said, the speaking engagement opportunities, I've spoken to Dubai. We're going to Johannesburg, and y'all will see me. Like I said, we have to help each other. And it doesn't cost as much when it's teamwork is what makes the dream work. I tell my co-authors, okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're on mute, Dr. Pat.
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was trying to tell you, had like a couple seconds left, but I was trying to tell you, say that was great pricing, and a great opportunity for people to begin. I began with WPN. Matter of fact, I'm putting her book in here. This is the book that I was in with Vanessa, and so I'm just saying she definitely does good work, and I would highly recommend that any of you who are interested in becoming authors, go ahead and take advantage of this. I'm planning on doing a collaboration book at some point. Hopefully it'll get started before the year out, but I can guarantee you it won't be $300 and something. So y'all better get it now. Y'all better get it now. But at any rate, I'm good. Dr. Ross, did you say something? Did you make an offer earlier? Okay, well, how are you doing? I just have to give you some love because I know you've been traveling a lot. And I thank you for making it today because I didn't know you was going to make it. So I just wanted you to know I'm happy to see you today. And I always say our goals don't care how we feel, because I wouldn't have been able to send you no love if you didn't show up today. How about that? And I know you happy to see Trish Carr, our coach.
Yeah, I didn't know I was going to make it neither.
Okay, so good.
But to God be all glory. But something that Dr. Pat said, even though I did not know, I shared it with her, I did not know, but I still, you just, whether it's a free or not free, you do your investments, because the way that the three amigos, Trish Carr, Nancy Matthews, and Susan Weiner has taught Dr. Pat and I, there's always something that you'll still have back. So support. You're allowed, appreciated, celebrated, valued, and most cherished. I did share, Dr. Pat, I'm glad you asked. I just found out that my link was hacked. So when I went off screen, I had to go try and do some finagling. So I'll have something there for y'all momentarily, but it will still hold at getting the book and you having a 45-minute session that is at the value of $197. So thank you so much, because I didn't know how I was going to do that. You know how you just don't sweat. What's the commercial? Don't sweat. I don't remember what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah,
but I love y'all. Hey, Trish, today.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You reiterated the fact that what Nicole, me, you, Trish, all us to represent that God got our back. He knew you needed to say that. I didn't know that though, but he knew. I don't even know the link was broke. This is just how it works, ladies and gentlemen, because this is an imperfect world, imperfect platforms. We do our best to try to do what we do. And that's why we need to work together, help each other. You know, because I done put bad links in the chat before too, and I put too many commas between the .com. But it's all good. I thank y'all when y'all correct me. Thank you very much. So now we're going to go to our next speaker. I was just giving you some time to get warmed up. Gail Dixon, come on down. Oh my God. I love this lady to death, y'all. It's just her spirit. She's so elegant. She's a mentor, person to look up to for me. My mama's gone, but she just, her mannerism, and she's so encouraging. Ever since I've been in WPN, she has always pointed out some good things. And when she helps you say what you need to say, when you're trying to put a script together, and she's the one that have me saying, sometimes when I'm introducing myself at the end, I say, and I am the #1 sought out event coordinator in my network. She told me that back in 2018, 19, maybe 20, I don't know, at a live event that we was in for WPN. And I've been using it ever since, because I am. That's how I feel. You are who you say you are. If you say you're an expert, you're an expert. Come on, y'all. Let's welcome Gail to the platform. Come on, Miss Gail.
Hello, everybody. You are here for a reason. You're meant to be a messenger, and each of you has inside you a little spark of divine truth placed in your heart by God, source, whatever you call that higher power, as you were created. That spark, that kernel of truth, is the thing that gives your life purpose and meaning, and the one thing you're meant to share. I call it your heart's voice. It doesn't matter if you share your heart's voice from a platform or a podium, or from a park bench next to someone who needs a comforting word. When you speak with the heart and from the heart, you are speaking in a sacred way. So I created the Heart's Voice movement to make sure that people knew exactly that. And that's because right now in our world, we have people who use that sacred power of language and listening in really negative and destructive ways. The voices that come at us in the world are voices of death and destruction and division, voices of fear and lack and anger and grief and trauma. The voices we ought to be speaking, the voices that will help us to heal ourselves in the world, are voices of connection, voices of compassion, voices of creativity. Those are the voices that I know that you have inside you. But so many of us have had those voices inside us silenced by others in the world and silenced by the world at large. You know, we've talked already about circumstances. Dr. V talked about the circumstances in life that really put her in a place of pain, put her in a place of struggle. Many of us have been in those places. Many of us have been told we're either too much or not enough, but we're never like Goldilocks. We're never just right. We're just, you know, we're too loud, we're too forceful, we're too fat, we're too thin, we're too old, we're too young, we're too spiritual, we're not spiritual enough. All of that, all those outside voices. The voices that tell us we should do this and we shouldn't do that, and we can do this and we can't do that. I'm here to tell you, it's time to listen first to that voice that sits in you. And if no one but you and the benevolent Creator hear that voice, that's enough. But when you hear that voice in you, I guarantee that you'll be compelled to share, because that sacred truth, that sacred thing in you, that piece that Dr. Pat talks about in terms of we're meant to do this together and to hold each other up. And the way we do that is to intentionally build connections and networks. The place that Dr. V talks about in terms of we need to be in touch with joy. We need to transcend grief. That's a message that propels her into being in the world. Her work and the things she chooses to do come from that message. So the first thing we do is find that kernel of truth in us, and we give it a name. because many of us know from all the traditions of the great world's religions and all the creation myths, when someone or something hears its name, it knows its worth and it knows its work. So when you hear your name, or when you name your truth, you know what you're meant to take out in the world. The next thing we do is to frame it. We give it language and structure and form, and we find the people who are meant to hear it. We find our audience, we find our clients, we find our tribe, however we refer to it, but we find the aligned people who are meant to connect with us in bringing that truth into being. And finally, we claim it. We speak it out loud, speak it proud, bring it into being in the world. I've created a checklist to walk you through that process of naming, framing, and claiming your heart's voice. And that is in the chat, and I'll put it in the chat again as I finish. But that's a free checklist, a gift for you to help you work through that process. I've also created a community on Facebook in a free Facebook group called the Heart's Voice Movement. Because what I know is that this world is in need of healing, and we need a critical mass of people who are committed to speaking and listening from the heart and to using language for its sacred healing purpose. And I want to bring us together so that the words we hear are words of creation, compassion, and connection. The words we hear are the words that come from the one great voice, which is the voice of love. Join me, won't you, in the Heart's Voice Movement, in the group, download the checklist, be part of the community.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Isn't that awesome? Don't y'all forget to save the chat periodically throughout the event. Mine won't come out until probably tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much, Gail. I definitely want to check out your community. This is the second time I heard you mention that. I really thought it was something you was creating when you mentioned it at my book launch. But that's so it's really real. It's in existence. I didn't know that. Okay, God is good. I would love to connect, see what you have going on and be a part of your network, especially with you being a spinoff of WPN. Okay, I guess y'all say we obsessed with this WPN stuff. Well, yes, I am. Okay, next speaker. Holla, holla, hallelujah. Everybody take yourself off mute and say hallelujah. Everybody take yourself off mute.
Hallelujah.
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 Yeah. Wave your hand. Come on. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Come on down.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank you, Dr. Patricia, for allowing me in this time and space and for supporting me for my book launch yesterday and for all of your support, all of your love. That means a lot to me. So I appreciate that. So I'll start with my story. I'm on a mission to impact billions of lives, to love, accept, and appreciate who they are as they are. My name is Hale, pronounced like hallelujah. Since I was age 7, I had the vision and knowing you can live up to 200 years or more in optimal health. However, this is just my personal vision. As a health span coach, I help guide you to an optimal level of health that will keep you vibrant and strong so you can achieve your vision and actually enjoy every sweet moment. But there have been challenges along my path too. A lot of traumas, a lot of pain. I was bedridden for 3 months, and I even had to be carried to the restroom. With holistic health, including deep emotional work, I climbed out of bed without any meds, and my life was changed. It was changed forever. I just had my 54th born day, and I've never been on any meds. Actually, to me, age is an illusion and just numbers, right? 2011 was a long time ago. Why now? Why now, you may ask? After what we all went through during the pandemic, I started noticing almost everyone looked so scared. That level of uncertainty caused so much fear and pain. On top of all of that, my father left this world on Mother's Day of May 2020, and yesterday was his heavenly born day. My cells felt the emotions, and for 1 month, I got neuralgia, which was unbearable and could barely even move. I was told I might need surgery, injections, and meds. To me, those did not exist in my universe. So I know how huge the challenges were that we were all going through. After I moved past that, I knew I was called to be doing something, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do yet. Then I heard a little voice in the back of my mind whispering, "It's time." The idea of writing a book has always been in my heart. I love books. I started reading and writing before anyone else. I never stopped reading. I journal all the time, and I still do. It's my best friend. But I was a foreigner from Tehran, Iran, and always had trouble with grammar. And since we came here when I was in 3rd grade, I thought there was no way I could ever write a book. No way I ever be good enough. So I buried this passion, and I didn't think about it again until the second time I took Write a Book in a Day with Eric Lawful, my ultimate sales coach. Then inspiration arrived one day, and I kept showing up. The only way I can explain it is that it came from a source through my father. I could feel his presence encouraging me. So I pushed forward, and an opportunity showed up that allowed me to create this book. You Are the Universe, the Master Creator. As you might be able to tell, I have always had a passion for self-development, and my interest in health started at a young age. I knew this opportunity was a sign, and I had to take action. Now, here we are. How many of you guys would like 2 health tips that I have? I can share that as well. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Okay, I'll go ahead. Thank you. Okay, so now on to the tips. These 2 are super important. There are 2 very common foods that many people consume every day: coffee and canola oil. I'll start with coffee. I love coffee. I love the taste most of the time. Love the little bursts of energy and the fun coffee culture beloved by many of Americans and in Europe. Eventually, I began to notice there were differences in the way some coffee made me feel, which led me to a question: is coffee healthy, or is it actually bad for us? It turns out the answer isn't so simple. Many experts on biohacker types agree that coffee can be like a superfood. Coffee is actually rich in antioxidants and a bit of micronutrients, which are minerals and vitamins. A few studies done in 2017 discovered that coffee seems to increase longevity. Obviously, it's not great for everyone. Coffee has caffeine, which can bring with it a lot of issues for some people. Anyone struggling with chronic stress and adrenal issues may notice the caffeine kick results in terrible jitters and possible energy crash after the caffeine is broken down. Researchers found that about 2 cups of coffee per day appears to be healthy for most people. Plus, they found some shocking potential health benefits, such as protecting liver health, lowering risk of type 2 diabetes, and many even help protect against several types of cancer too. I highly recommend going organic if you can, and try to find coffee brands that have roasted on. I guess my time is up, so I could stop there. If you guys would like more information, I can share about the other tips. And I'll put about this book as well, where you can purchase. I'm still on my book launch, so would love your support to support me on this journey. Thank you so much. My information will be in the chat.
Okay, great job. Come on, y'all. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Don't put your information in the chat yet. Don't put your information in the chat yet. Y'all keep waving them hands in the air like you just don't care. This is her day to shine. Wave your hands in the air. I love you, Nicole. You a mess, girl. You a mess. Come on, y'all. I want everybody to click on that link. I'm giving y'all 5 minutes of this event. We're going to help her reach her goal. She could at least walk out of here and say she did it. I've already did mine, 99 cents. Now, you don't have to know it. Sometimes people say, well, I don't know that person. That is irrelevant. You know her now because she just spoke. So come on, y'all. Let's help her out with the 99 cents. And when you do the 99 cents, we have 5 minutes. I want you to put your action hand in the air. Now, if you just can't get the Kindle or whatever, that's a different story. But if you get the book, I ain't talking to those who not. I don't want to know about the ones who can't. I just want to know those who will. And then raise your hand so she will know that we have done our part with this event. Now, those of you who have already purchased the book, wave your hand, because I know Holly, she networks all over Zoom. So I know I bought it yesterday. But and I even posted last night on social media using the @ everyone that went to 200 some odd thousand people that I'm connected followers. All we can do is what we can do. And whatever the results are, that comes from God above. But her day is today. Mine was last month.
Okay, thank
Vanessa just made an announcement. Somebody else is going to be another time. And this is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Did Vanessa leave yet? Okay, I get it. I get the information out of the chat. No biggie. Okay,
yes, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So Vanessa, she's gonna have, I believe that Vanessa, everybody know Vanessa, you just heard her. When she does these books, she has a book launch. She definitely promotes you. She has nice photos and she has a Facebook page group for the book. You can go in and do a live presentation. I'm just trying to brag on you what I went through. Now, I know things may have changed since then, but it was pretty good when I was in there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And now she's talking about a billboard. I'm done.
Thank you. A million times thank you. Grateful.
Okay, anybody bought the book want to put your hand up? I ain't going up. Put your hand up. Put your hand up down here. Put your little hand up. Let us see we love her. Let us see we love her. Come on. Let us see we love her. I wish I could sell my coaching packages like this. Where she at? Did she leave that? I wish I could sell my coaching package that easy. Look at all them hands went up for 99 cents.
Yeah, you put your coaching packages for 99 cents, sister. You'll sell out.
Okay, did we make you happy, Holly?
Oh my God, beyond. You went way beyond, above and beyond. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I want everybody to come off mute. I want everybody to come off mute and sing along with me. Y'all ready?
We ready.
Hallelujah. 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 Okay. All right. That was good. That was great. Didn't even take that much time. That's good. Uh-oh. We got a TEDx. Uh-oh. Abby. Come on, everybody say Abby. Abby. Okay, Abby, you're
very much. I like everybody's saying, I appreciate the fact that you allow me to be here today. It's an honor. I'm Abby Bassi, and I am flying in from Tech Heaven to give your computer more life. What would happen if your computer broke down right now, and how would it affect your business? I'm here as your computer angel, and I'm omnipresent and can work on your computer from anywhere. I have clients all over North America and beyond. Let me turn your computer frowns into smiles. I'm very knowledgeable on software, hardware, and safety options. And my clients often say that my work is heavenly. Bring your tech problems that are overwhelming you and book a tech call, and I will fly in to help you. I am from Emsdale, Ontario, Canada, and that is 3.5 hours north of Toronto. And it's like glamping, glamorous camping all the time. And that in itself is a lot of, gives me a lot of more opportunity to give my clients more patience. And on top of that, I have a unicycle. And the little backstory on that and the computer stuff, I started off just like anybody else, a bicycle with training wheels. That didn't last too long because I ended up on a unicycle, and I rode that for 40 years. Upgraded to a two-wheeler, then to a four-wheeler, then finally to an 18-wheeler. And so I drove transport trucks for 30 years and finally retired in 2015 to go with my passion that I've done all along from the 80s. So I was in my late teens, mid to late teens. My dad saw how the computers were coming into the printing industry. And so he learned the computers before his coworkers did, giving him the better job. But in that process, my dad had different computers, hand-me-down them to my brother and we played with them, rebuilt them, had fun with them, and we started helping people. And people help the people and the computer and give them smiles. I've been doing this process all along, but I never thought of it as a job, because most tech shops, you take your computer in, you leave it there for a week, you get it back formatted, and a lot of people are upset because they lost their files, but I end up giving people the smiles that they need in only a little bit of time. Online, 90% of my work is done through the internet, and in my case, a secure internet. So I am very much into safety options and internet safety. I learned a lot of this all along. I learned more and more and more. And in the 90s, it became simple. It like a second nature to me. And I got to a point where I realized people are starting to have issues with today's internet. And so now I can help people be secure. For an example, a friend of mine had got hacked. She was also a client. She became a friend. And she had a software that she was told by the representative that was a one-all, do-all software. She still got hacked. And I know why, and I know how. And the idea is we had to block all the different avenues of being hacked, which was more than just that one bit of software. So we put in more software for these different avenues of being able to be hacked, and hardware as well. There was, to be upfront, having a separate router in front of your modem. Then you use that Wi-Fi for your home or business network. That will, I put in software changes in it to give you security from the modem. For example, if you do an email without protection, the the hackers can read emails and they can get the IP address of your home and therefore attack your modem and your computer. So the idea is don't let them see it and don't let them gain access to your computer, your home network. So I also have everybody use their TV. Most TVs use internet today. Even it should be after the router. So there's a lot of different things to think about when it comes to technology. There's a lot of stories I can come across. This particular friend now feels comfortable to do her own business with some peace of mind, because I also check her computer once a month to make sure everything is fine and do the necessary tune-up, if you want to call it that. And like cars need a tune-up, so should computers. And I do it once a month, and her performance keeps up. And what else can I say, except for the fact that the best way to learn more about me and my spouse is to book a one-on-one meeting with us. And in the process, I'm also offering a 10% discount on any plan I have that is paid yearly. So what I need most right now is for people to share my information with others, as we don't know who needs my help. So the last thing I have to say, and my time is going good. Last thing I want you to know is that I have lots of patience to help everyone of all ages. Who would like to take me up on my offer? And I can give other examples, but I'd rather give the examples based on maybe what somebody has come across themselves and what can be done to help them. So if
you have good time left, you want to do some testimonies? I think we all in different communities, so that's another community I hang out with them. I met LaDonna and then Abby, I think I met her somewhere else first, WPN or somewhere. But
yes,
she has definitely served some of us. I know I needed her one night, even though I have a person, but that particular night I had a challenge and I paid $10 just to go to one of her events where I could ask all the questions I want for $10. And that just opened a door for me. And then needless to say, that I really had a problem later. What brought it was in the first week, and I called her. And what amazed me the most was the fact that she answered the call. There are so many people that say they're entrepreneurs and you're trying to find them and they don't answer the phone. And I just don't have no patience for that, because this phone is with me 24/7. We sleep with these phones. And I don't care if I'm in London. I don't care if I'm in England. This phone is working because I have my internet. I pay for the services I need as an entrepreneur. That's how I got that Speaking to Paris trip. Because if I didn't answer this phone when I was on that Alaska cruise, in other words, read the messages that was coming through, we don't have no excuse. And we need to stop trying to act like we're so busy that we can't talk to these people. The people are the ones that's going to pay you. And I'm calling you because I'm ready to sign up. And you're not answering your phone. And you text me. You can text me and tell me I'm traveling. But guess what? I'm on the computer trying to sign up for a $2,000 package. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Because if I'm not that important to you, I'm done. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, LaDonna, I know you have done some work with her. I've done some work with her a little bit. And go ahead on. I love those sessions you have for $10.
Yes, I have worked with Abby for several months now. And I do have her monthly plan every month. She comes in and does the tune-up on my laptop. But she's so much more than that. She's also helped me with Zoom challenges. And I was hacked when we went to a hotel in Louisiana, and I would have never known that. She found it. when we did our 30-day tune-up. And she, I don't know what she did, but she takes over the laptop. She does her magic. And you know what that does for me? That's one more thing in my business I don't stress about. I don't worry about, and I have no patience for. It's like when I get in the car, I just want it to start and go. Take me where I need to go and back home. When I start up my computer every morning, I want it to go. And when it doesn't, I want to throw it out the window. So Abby keeps all that from happening. And I don't have to ask Big Daddy to come in and do anything because he works all day with computers and he doesn't want to do it. So now Abby just takes care of it. And Abby, it's the best money I've ever spent. And I thank you so much. Call Abby. Everyone right now, call Abby.
Go ahead, Michelle.
I just wanted to share how much time Abby spent with me going over my computer. I had a computer that was 7 years old, and Abby said, "You need a new one." And sure enough, my computer did die. And Abby took an awful lot of time. She actually shopped with me online to make sure I bought the best possible computer to get me through for the next, what, Abby, maybe 5 years, right? And so she made sure all the components, like looking while I was shopping and making sure that I was taken care of. And Abby, I do appreciate you for all of that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. She has 3 more minutes left. Anybody want to go? Go ahead, Sherry.
I want to say thank you so much to Abby on a number of things, but I also want to acknowledge that Abby is a contributing columnist for the Wild Warrior magazine. She has a column called Tech 911. Imagine that. And she shares just amazing information every quarterly issue. And it's definitely a column to watch. It's like amazing just how much information that she packs that every entrepreneur needs. And you can read it even in her words there. You can tell that her patience and her determination and her commitment to helping you have a successful business is in every word. So thank you, Abby, for all you do.
Awesome. Awesome.
Is there any
Last but not least, Joe and Sandy.
Oh, only I want to contact Abby because remember I had the problem with Zoom. I didn't know that she says expert. So Abby, I'm gonna contact you after this, okay?
Thank you very much. There's a minute, just under 2 minutes left.
So can I say something, Abby?
Sure.
So this is Joe Porter, and I don't know if any of you know this, but I am actually in the States, and Abby is in Canada, and she
Battery
actually
100%.
time with me, got me the right router, online, spent hours with me with AnyDesk and got my computer to where it is today. Thank you.
So next. Sandy, you have something you would like to give us a short testimony?
I will. And I'm going to be, completely upfront. I have never used Abby services. What I have done is I was in an event with her. I'm assuming that the person that was running the event is using Abby, or, Abby was just, giving some free advice, but she really went in there and dissected why the websites weren't coming up fast enough, and really did show, she knows what she's talking about. If you do have that slow website that just isn't pulling fast enough, Abby's the one to go talk to about that. So thank you.
Awesome. And this is what we do.
I just wanted to say one thing real quick. Abby, I don't know you, but because of these testimonies, my mom is 87 and my dad's 93. And they are actually very much tech savvy, but they're at the age now where they need some guidance, right? When they're dealing with their computer. I was trying to help my mom yesterday. So I am definitely going to reach out to you so that I can let them know they have a tech angel on their shoulder. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I love her name, Tech Angel. Abby, would you like to put on your wings? You have 8 seconds. No, you don't have. Could you put on your wings right quick? Where's she at? Put on your wings for everybody. Okay, right quick.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, y'all got to see Abby's wings. Amazing.
Bear with me here a second. There they are.
Y'all like that?
Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome. Come on, y'all. Give us some energy. Come on. Awesome, awesome. Okay, that was great feedback. Love it. And now we're going to have, don't forget to save the chat periodically. Now we're going to have our next speaker is, come on, everybody. Did you put it in the chat, Luana? Dr. Luana, did you put it in the chat?
Well, you jumped over, so I'm not sure. I believe
I sent you a message and told you I made that mistake. I sent you a message. I apologized to her privately, and I sent you a message and told you, just go, I'm ready, that I apologize to her. I made it.
Okay, well, I had put it in the chat, and I didn't want to.
Okay, is it in the chat now?
It's in the chat.
Okay, everybody knows who's speaking next. Come off mute, and everybody come in, join in with me. Sherry. Now you see, I bet Dr. LaWanda say, there she go again, taking me through the 3rd degree over nothing. You don't know what I got coming up. It's always a method to my madness. All right, Sherry, you're up.
You're all right. Gosh, I have to go after an angel, y'all. That's no pressure at all. Anyway, thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for introducing me. And wow, thank you, Abby, for everything that you do for all entrepreneurs. My name is Sherry Leopold. I am the CEO of Option Creators. I'm a cheerleader. I've been over here doing this, and I could do a whole cheer for you, but I won't. Today, I am here to cheer for you. So I'm excited to be here with you today because I help you stand up and stand out as the unrepeatable miracle that you are. And I'm going to provide you today with some options to do just that. I help you understand your uniqueness and showcase your talents through a variety of media opportunities. I'm going to share with you some opportunities that you will have to connect with me so that I can show off that incredible person that you are. Whether it's your service, your course, your coaching, it doesn't matter. You choose. What I'm going to do is share with you what my media opportunities are through video. I love to interview people. It is really fills my cup to connect with incredible people. I have interviewed Dr. Pat, like who wouldn't want to do that, right? Hello. But I'm going to offer you 3 different opportunities to be interviewed by me today. So the first one is on my Wow Warrior platform. You heard me mention that about Abby with the magazine. This platform is all for people who, when they meet you, the only thing they can say is, wow. And those people are great candidates for my Wow Warrior program that airs on everydaywoman.tv.com. Whether you are a woman of worth warrior or you are a warrior of worth warrior, you're eligible to be on that show. This is a paid opportunity because you can sponsor your own commercial within your episode that will air. It will be permanently there. And actually, I may use your commercial in other shows as well as a bonus. This is a 20 to 30 minute interview, depending on our discourse. As I said, the Wow Warrior show airs on Everyday Woman TV. The second opportunity is my Outside the Box with Sherry Leopold, and this is for outside the box thinkers. I always say the person here is that person that is doing something that other people have gone, why do you think you can do that? Or what are you thinking? Or what are you doing? And they did it anyway, because that's who I want to shine a light on. Those people who did it because they believe they could and they believe they should. So that is a show that I have. I've had it for many years. I started on Facebook Live. I've actually moved it and recreated it on my YouTube channel, Sherry Leopold. I've just restarted that. You'll have all the SEO tags. This is my way of connecting, your website, your social medias, all those things will be embedded in that show. If you are an outside the box thinker, that might be for you. If you want to baby step and come in with something that launches, well, for example, like if you have something that launches all the time, whether it's a magazine, you have a book, and you have a summit coming up, and maybe you have lots of things. I created this platform that's called Wow, Look Who's Here, because this you might come on very frequently to promote whatever it is that you have to share at the moment. This is actually a social media show, so it actually will go across literally all of my social medias: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my business page, YouTube, everywhere. With all of these 3 opportunities, I do provide the social media graphics for you to promote. I promote them on all of my social media as well. So this is my personal way to help you go farther faster. Whichever one you choose, or maybe you want to choose all of them, it's completely up to you. My goal is simply to show your brilliance to the world. And it's an honor for me to do that. It fills my cup 100%. I get off of an interview and I'm on cloud 9 because I get to interview such amazing people. So you have 3 opportunities to be seen and heard. Wow, look who's here, which that is literally just showing. By the way, Dr. Pat, this is the first place anyone has heard that. So I debuted that for you today. Yes, that's right. Nobody else has heard that, and I've not put anything out online. So this is the first place. So that is my social media show. You have the Wow Warrior platform, which airs on Everyday Woman TV. And that is also, every episode is dropped into a entrepreneur group of 17,000 business women with each episode. And also Outside the Box with Sherry, which is on YouTube. So as I said, I provide the graphics. I'm going to pre-promote you. We will pre-tape so that we can make sure that we drive traffic to people seeing you. The goal is to help you go farther faster. We'll probably have some reels that you'll see from your interview. It is our honor to help you stand up and stand out as that unrepeatable miracle that you are. It's my mission in life to help you go farther faster. My only question for you right now is, are you ready? Thank you. Woo.
Wow, come on, y'all like that. That was awesome. Wow. Does not give us a vision and don't tell us how we supposed to put vision. Give us the provision to carry that vision out. Y'all ready to get on to the next speaker? I was just killing some time. Okay, y'all, let's keep it moving. Okay, our next speaker is Carol. Woo, woo, woo. Come on.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I am Carol McQuarrie, and thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for allowing me to come on to your platform to be a spotlight speaker today. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much. And I'll jump right in. As I said, my name is Carol McQuarrie. I am the CEO of Healthy Wholesome You. It's a weight loss, nutrition, and lifestyle coaching business serving women who want to sustainably lose weight or maintain a healthy lifestyle. I support women to become healthier, more wholesome versions of themselves. If you haven't realized that by the name of the company, to really become that better version of themselves by taking charge rather of their nutrition, and by overcoming what in some families I call generational obesity and poor health, ill health. I have a career of over 20 years as an international public health professional. I've had the awesome opportunity to travel and work across Africa and Asia, and even here in the US, developing, managing family health and nutrition programs. So I've had this global career for quite some time, and now I'm using all of that in expertise, skills, knowledge, and abilities as a coach to empower women on their own transformative journeys to optimal health. So as a coach, I support long-term and transformation in health and lifestyle changes through a number of things. I do assessments with my clients, nutrition education, which is a critical piece of my program to ensure that not only do they learn about food, learn about their bodies, but are able to maintain healthy weight levels for life. I do goal setting and planning, health and wellness mindset coaching, another critical piece. I strategize meal preparation with my clients, incorporating fitness, because we do know that is important. Although experts say about 85% of your weight loss is due to changes in your diet, that 15% of exercise is really important. And then helping them also with monitoring their health and weight loss goals. So I support mainly busy professional women to lose weight, take charge of their nutrition using my proprietary food budget methodology so that they lose weight, repair their relationship with food, and stop binge eating, overeating, being controlled by their cravings, and having overall food guilt. I help them to maintain healthy weight levels for life by, again, doing that nutrition education and mindset coaching. And this is without counting calories, because we know diet culture teaches us to count calories. This is about losing weight naturally. It doesn't include avoiding or restricting foods or even dieting. And that's the part about repairing your relationship with food. I show my clients, again, how to lose weight naturally and how easy it actually is to lose weight once you do understand your body and what it needs to function at its optimal level. And so I do have a 90-day program that I call the Lose to Win, Lose to Live program. It's my one-on-one individual nutrition-based weight loss coaching program. So it's 90 days, 12 weeks of your life. And I start off with an initial 1-hour onboarding call, which is a complete baseline assessment looking at nutrition and exercise habits and really establishing an age-specific, gender-specific weight loss action plan and goals for you for your specific journey. As you know, men lose weight differently from women, so we take all of that into consideration. There are bi-weekly checking calls, part of the accountability system. So that's 6 coaching calls over the 12 weeks. There's a weekly accountability system, which is the weight loss tracking and accountability. And you also have access to the coach via a coaching program platform and messaging apps. And again, I keep reiterating this, the nutrition education, the weight loss mindset coaching pieces are really, really important. We also incorporate strategies and tools to accelerate weight loss. And at the end of the program, we have a celebration as we do another weight loss and nutrition assessment to see how far you've come. So I will definitely, I've already put my information in the chat. Dr. Lawana, I see a hand over the clock right now, so I can't tell how much time I have. Let's see. Did you put your hand down yet? No? Okay, I'll keep going.
Minute and a half.
A minute and a half, thank you so much. And so included in the program is also a private supportive community where open dialogue, shared experiences are exchanged and serve as the catalyst for personal growth. So with that nurturing environment, women come in, they're free to express their weight loss, nutrition, and health concerns, and receive unwavering support to help them flourish on their weight loss journeys. So by engaging my services, you gain access to a dynamic great blend of expertise, compassionate support, and a personalized approach catered to your unique journey. I'm also open to partnership with others, as I really do believe in the transformative power of collaboration. So to learn more, I've put all my details in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from some of you, and perhaps we get the opportunity to work together. And even if you know of those who may need my services, I really am on a mission to help women be in the best versions of their lives by overcoming this area of weight loss and being able to have good nutrition. So thanks again for the opportunity to share.
Wow, you speakers are really on the ball today. I can tell y'all practice y'all sessions, because y'all definitely are staying within your timelines, and I love it. And I love the energy that you're bringing with your message. You're smiling. You make us want to sit and listen to it. I'm excited. Thank you so much. I probably need to call you, Carol. Did y'all hear what Carol said? Carol, she made me feel guilty. Because, you know, sometimes when people start talking about the months and the weeks and all that stuff, I'm like, okay, that counts me out. Because my mind already telling me, you ain't going to have time. You ain't going to have time. But you know what? It's about commitment. And what she said that made me feel guilty, she said, it's only 90 days of your life. Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Only 90 days. But she made it sound like, you know what? I owe that to myself.
Yes, you do. You're worth it.
And so
you are
that
very
is so
worth
awesome.
it.
Yeah, and I got a little gym in the room. I got all kind of stuff, got a jump rope, all kind of stuff in there. I haven't used it yet. Got a treadmill. I bought a bicycle. Y'all know how it is when you say we're gonna have
hang clothes on
all
it.
that stuff and don't never use it. I'll probably be reaching out to you. I'm gonna make a commitment to myself.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
All right, y'all. And don't you have workshops?
Yes, I do a number of events from time to time, usually about every other month or quarterly. I was doing them monthly for a while. Sometimes I do webinars, sometimes I do challenges to really help people jumpstart their weight loss journey. So look out on my socials for information on that. I should have one coming up in a couple of weeks. Don't have it quite finalized just yet, but look out for those on my social.
Okay, now I'm going to say something about that. Look out for some of those on my social. That ain't going to happen.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Now, if you tagging me, if you tagging me, I'm going to see it.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that like that is because everybody don't see everybody's stuff.
Right. This is
so
true.
That means I host these events so y'all can clean out that chat. Did y'all hear my presentation? If everybody on here who's pushing this information will go to that chat, put those emails in there, make a group, Dr. Pat's event, put those emails in there. Now you know who to send that stuff to. If you need to know how to work your emails, come to one of my workshops or call me and we'll do a one-on-one. Because that if you're not saving these emails and you're not following up with us, each of us, we're not going to know what we're all doing. So that's just a tip. That's just a tip. Clean out the chat, hire somebody if you have to. But I will tell y'all this today. I'm going to do this for y'all today. This is my event that I'm hosting. You all are here and I will, but I got to get my little man to do that too. He downloads all these emails for me. I think a couple people paid the last time for the emails. I can do it for my event. I do them for other events too, but I'm just saying, if they let me make the announcement. But if y'all send me $15, I will send y'all, when he's done with me, I'll send y'all the list to everybody that's here today. I don't normally do that for comp tickets. It's those people who pay full out. They'll get that email list. So if you're a TEDx speaker, you're whatever, or you're going to get the copy of the email list that goes with the package. But today, if y'all want a copy of the email list to just download, when he sends me back mine, when he gets through with my email system, I will send it to you. But it has to be a cost for that because he's on contract. How about that? Is that fair?
Yeah, fair. Do you take Zelle or how do you work, Pat?
I take Zelle. I take Pay Cash App. I drop that in the link. That's what happened last time. They sent me, and I just go to the link. I see it. I take Cash App. I take Zelle. I take checks. I take money orders. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I didn't know
take it
what
all.
your, okay.
I'll drop that in the chat. And then, like I said, by tomorrow, you'll have this full email list and all y'all got to do is download.
Thank you.
I'm sending it. He got my info. He'll clean my stuff up tonight or by in the morning. Okay, so that's all I have with that. Thank you so much. And now, next speaker is, I ain't looking at the chat. I don't look at the chat. I gotta pay attention to the chat. She in the chat?
Madonna.
That's
Yeah, she's dancing.
Oh, you must be giving it to them personally. You
I've
giving
been
it to them
notifying
privately?
them they're next.
You giving it to them privately?
I notified them and then I put it in for everybody.
Because I don't see it. Okay, good. I'm good. I got the list. I'm just saying. I was looking at the chat. Okay, so next we're gonna have y'all come out mute, come out mute, come out mute, come out mute. LaDonna, LaDonna, LaDonna.
Everyone that's not here today is going to miss out. They have already missed out and now they will miss out again because I am LaDonna McAbee. I'm originally from Arkansas, but my home now for over 33 years is here in North Texas. And I am most passionate about, number one, my family. Number two is my business. I love them both, but my family first. I am probably best known for being the networking expert and follow-up queen. That is what my clients have named me so many times. I make most of my money from helping others make money. The most important relationship I have is with my family and my clients or customers. I have been married to my high school sweetheart for over 40 years. I have 2 beautiful daughters and 4 perfect grandchildren. And you know what? I feel like I work in the industry of helping people, helping others. The best way for you to learn more about me is going to my website at ladonnamcabee.com. I want to help others truly by connecting, networking, and collaborating. And I do that by teaching you how to connect with the right people, network with those people, and then collaborate. It all goes together, but you really can't do it backwards. If you don't know how to connect, you really can't collaborate. And you know what? There's 50 people on this platform right now that I can visually see. And I bet you there's at least half that really don't know how to truly connect, network, and collaborate. I meet up with people every day that can't focus. They can't focus on what and channel in on what they really need to be doing. It's like looking at an entire map of the universe and trying to conquer it all at once. And you just can't do it. Women, men, you just can't do it, my friends. You have to find that funnel and you have to work that funnel each and every day. If you go to your calendar and you don't see appointments, guess what? That means you didn't do your homework one day. You didn't feed the funnel. I'm sorry, you didn't. You can have all the excuses in the world, but it doesn't matter. You didn't feed the funnel, so how are you going to make money? How are you going to connect, network, and collaborate? Now, some people have different definitions of collaboration. So I'm going to define that because most people really don't. And I can only define a little piece of it. And Luana, I cannot see the timer for some reason. I've seen it with everyone else, but not me. So, okay. I get to start again. All right. Yes.
I
So,
apologize.
you know
I
what?
thought I hit the button.
It's okay. I was looking and I'm like, okay, I can't see it. So, you know, connection is not just getting together and talking about your children, your dogs, or your husband. You got to talk business. Okay. That's the little bit that I want to tell you about connecting. That's not all of it, but that's a tiny bit. But guess what? If you stop there and you don't network with those connections over there, then you just lost the ice cream that goes with your cake, because you're not going to make money. You're not going to build your business. Your foundation of your business is not going to become stronger if you don't network with those connections. Okay. Now you can connect and network and your business will grow and you will start to see the growth a little bit. But you're one person. And if you're working your business with one person, it's great, but you're not going to grow very fast. But if you have all these other business owners over here and you're collaborating with them and they're sending you other customers that they meet up along the way, hey, Dr. Pat, I lost my accountant and my bookkeeper and I don't know what to do. And Dr. Pat says, oh, I have this perfect woman that I want to connect you with. Her name is Sandy. Now we just collaborated. Okay. Oh, you know what? My back's killing me and the girls are drooping. Guess what? Dr. Pat can connect her with Joe Porter. Now they just collaborated. Now that's just a little piece of collaboration. There's a whole lot of more movements to collaborating. But you see what I'm saying is now we have 3 more people, maybe more, that just collaborated that helped their business. Now they're not doing their business one person. It just grew. That's a little piece of the pie of collaboration. So you need to connect and you need to network and you need to collaborate to really upscale your business. Now, there's a lot of pieces to that, which I've already said. I meet up with people every day that can't focus. They don't have their calendars filled out. They want to spend 4 hours getting dressed. No, there's no time for that when you're building a business. You get up early, you get dressed before the business hour starts, and you focus on what you're doing for the day. The first thing when I get up in the morning, besides take the dogs out, brush my teeth, you know, all that good stuff, is on the way to heat up the water for my coffee, I hit the space bar on my laptop. And I look at my Google Calendar and I go, what? I am filled for the day. Well, that tells me I fed the funnel. Now it's on my calendar. I did good. Okay. So then I go make my coffee and come back and I'm ready for my appointments and I'm on celebration day. Now, for some reason, that my calendar's not full, and we'll all have those days. Don't lie. You know, we're all guilty of it. Sometimes we don't do our homework and feed the funnel. So then guess what? We have to pay for the consequences. We may not make as much money that day, touch as many people as we need to touch, and move on, going up and going up and building that foundation. I help people that start their business one day ago or 25 years ago. It doesn't matter, because even if you've been in business for years, you still need LaDonna. I want you to hear that. You need me. I'm not a want, I'm a need. Every one of you on here, I don't care what you do. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care how long you've been in business. All 50 or approximately 50 of you need me, because there's something that I can help you with. So this is what I'm going to give you today. Number one, when you go to my website, www.ladonnamaccabee.com, hit the little flashing thing that says free, free, free. Click that. It's going to give you a downloadable that you can read or print. And it's a little bit about networking, just a tiny bit about networking, but it will help you so that when you call and make that strategy call with me, which is a free strategy call to get you started, my calendar link, I'm going to put in the chat for you with my website link. Now I've given you 2 free offers right there. A free strategy call, a free downloadable. Now I have put together a 3-session strategy call with me. You get me for 1 hour per week and anything you need in between there for 3 weeks for $99. That's right, for only $99. Don't put that on your want list. It's a need list if you want to help your business. I can help you focus, put your calendar together, whatever it is that you need. Let's go. And I'm going to put it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Pat.
Yeah, Donna got a platform too. She didn't tell y'all about those speaking opportunities at her from her membership that she has. She has speaking opportunities. She must have about 5 or 10 a week. We only have 7 days in a week, but she have 10. Just kidding. The Donna had me stretched out, boy. I be about ready to cuss LaDonna out sometime. I'm trying to do my event. She got an event Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done doing it all. But the bottom line is I love how she keeps her platforms going, because if you don't make one, you can make the other one. And at the end of the day, it's about connecting with each other. So even when I'm dragging, I'm on the computer anyway, a lot of the times I'm already on here. It's just that when you're locked in. But then, like I think, I'm grateful because, like I say, she certainly keeps you informed. And I'm able, even when I think I forget, oh, shoot, she got something going on. Other people do too. And I look at and I got it right here on my phone. So like I said, we sleep these phones, y'all. I'm already on the computer. I just switch right over and do what I do. So that's where it is. How many of y'all are happy that we didn't have to go out in the storm this morning? It was storming over here. Have a storm yesterday. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I had to tell God this morning, thank you, Lord, for Zoom. I don't have to get no umbrella. I ain't got to get no raincoat. I ain't got to run to the car. I just said, Lord, I just had to be grateful this morning. So that's my story.
We don't have any rain here, but we have 107-degree weather that I am not used to in Texas for like the last, I don't know how many days. And I'm so grateful I'm in a cooled down house. I don't have to go outside if I don't want to.
And I talked to one gentleman this morning, they had a tornado. So this is what I'm saying. So we have to look at what we have and be grateful. We don't have an excuse for not attending some of these events because we're in the house anyway. And even if we don't take a break, we don't have an excuse because I can just close my camera, run to the bathroom, come back. Nobody never know I'm gone because I'm not that important. But when you put it all in the chat, I got to leave now. We don't need to know all that. That's too much information. Just leave. Because now you got everybody that's supposed to be listening to Dr. LaWanna looking at the chat. And then you got other people, I'm going in, I know I'm talking too much. Then you got other people that's already thinking, how can I dip without them knowing? Now they see your message in your chat and now you just push them over the edge. So they leave it too. So people, don't put in the chat when you got to go to lunch. Don't put in the chat you got to go feed the dog. Don't put in the chat that you're driving. Just do what you do. Close your camera. Everybody know how to go up to I'm going to teach you how to close your camera. Go to the top of your screen, the corner of your right screen where all those little blue dots come at. Click it. Everybody click the 3 dots. You see where it says the second spot says stop the video? Everybody hit the stop video. Don't y'all hit it. Y'all might not know how to get back on here. Oh, don't hit it. Yeah, hit stop video. Watch me go away. See how I go away? Now, if I want to start it back, I just do that. That's why having a profile picture that I talked about in my presentation is very important than me having a phone number up there or a blank silhouette. Now, click that 3 dots again. I'm going to show you one more thing. Click the three dots. You see down at the bottom where it says hide self-view? Everybody see hide self-view? Raise your hand. Everybody see hide self-view? Hide self-view, click it. And you watch you go away. Nobody know you left. I'm gone. Now, let's bring you back. Go up to the right, up there where it says view, right up there in the corner top, view. And it's gonna say show self-view. And that's it. How many of y'all got something out of that? Because when you walk away from this platform, I have no business getting up on my platform and somebody speaking and I'm going through that. I ain't gotta be doing it. But if we don't know how to work the features, then that's what we do. If we don't know how to work the features, then that's what we do. So that's all I'm saying. I should never be getting up going to the bathroom and y'all, because I just distracted the whole platform. So now next on the platform is going to be, the blogging queen. Come on, y'all. Come on, mute. Blogging.
B-L-O-G.
Okay.
Blogging. Thank you, Dr. Rogers, for that. And she says that because in 5 days, I will have 1,095 consecutive blog posts, which totals out to be 3 years solid that I have blogged every single day. And I'm excited about that. So she started calling me the blogging queen.
Come on.
That
and rightfully so.
is one of the things that got me started. I've always loved reading and I've always wanted to write a book or anything. But I suppressed it for years because I had all these negative reasons as to why I couldn't do it. You know, some of the studies says there's about 80% of Americans who want to write a book, but only 1 to 2% actually do. And that was me. I was one of those 1 to 2% because I had so many ideas as to why I could not write a book. Some were things that other people had said to me, others were that I had created myself. And so I didn't even bother trying to attempt. When COVID happened though, things changed. I needed to do something. And one of the things I thought I would do was to try blogging. And at first it was just kind of a hit and miss, blog here this day, and maybe a week or two later I come back and put something up. There was no method to my madness, just when it crossed my mind. But then I got this message about journaling. And then I remembered that I had a journal from my son that he didn't personally send it to me. He passed away from a car accident while in the military, and they sent me his special effects. And that was one of the things that was there, was a journal. And what was so unusual about it was because I gave him that book when he started kindergarten. I had no idea he kept it all those years and put little things in there, because that's just not something you expect boys to do. But he did, and I'm so grateful he did, because it allowed me to relive all those years over with him, because you have a picture here and there. And so it was great to have that. But then a friend who was going through some things, and I was just getting into journaling on a regular basis. And I told her, I said, let's get together and let's do this. And doing that helped her so much that I opened up to anyone else who wanted to be a part of it. But what happened was, some people thought, well, if you can do the journaling, how about just writing? So now I blog, I journal, and do creative writing. I have a group that meets on Monday. And that's what we do. We have fun, we exchange ideas, and it's really great just to be a part of that group. There's no restriction, no criticizing or someone saying you're not doing it right. It's just having fun, and everybody has their own story to tell. I have another girl who joined my group. I was so moved by her. She had heard from a relative. She had a book she had been working on off and on for several years. I'm happy to say she finished that book and she put it on Amazon Vella. And if you're familiar with that, they make money. Money is divided up at the end of the month or however they do it. And it's sent to all the people who are part of that program. So she's continually making money. And she's now on her second book. It's been great to see her blossom. I go over to TikTok and I see her over there, and it's not the same girl. She has grown so much. She's more open. She's very comfortable with herself. And that's the great thing about writing. If you lack confidence, if you have those limiting beliefs, if you're afraid to express yourself, start writing. And if you don't know where to get started, come join me. All you have to do is pull out a picture of something that your family did together and start writing about it. That's a good way to get yourself started if you're thinking, well, I don't know what to write about. We have so many stories to share. I wrote a book called Courage to Live My Dream. And I wrote it because of what I was going through. And I came up with some steps to help me get out of that situation. That book started me to actually speaking out more, because when people found out I had that book, they started asking me to speak, which was great. Other than that, I mean, they knew me. I wasn't new. They knew that I liked speaking, but they never thought to ask me until they found out I had that book. So having a book can make a big difference. And I've heard a couple of people on here talking about books, and I forget the doctors, I'm looking for her name, who's doing those promotions and things. You need to connect with people like that. You can connect with me. I'll be happy to help you out. In fact, if you're really serious about learning to write just for fun, connect with me, and I'll show you how to have fun just doing your own little stories. But most important is you can leave a legacy for your children, your grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, so that they know who you are. There are things I don't know about my grandparents, and I'm never going to know because the people who could tell me are no longer here. So put your story on paper. Put that book out there, because it might help somebody that you don't even know. Just hearing what you have struggled through, and even your joys can help somebody. So if you're truly interested in sharing your story, I'll have my link in the chat. Connect with me and I'll help you tell your story as only you can tell your story. Thank you.
Wow, how awesome is that? Y'all know that Dr. LaDonna was one of my, she still is, because I still give her information. She was one of my clients. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm floored, because when we, just like WPN and some of these other organizations that I've been in, when you see people go from where they were to where they are now, it makes it all worth the time, and it makes it worth your effort to pour into yourself and learn what you need to learn so that you can pour into others. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah. So just looking at her now and how bold she is, and how I could tell she practiced the script and did all that good stuff, and she knows her product. She has stories for her product. She knows what blogging will do for you. Come on, y'all, give us some energy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Awesome.
Thank you so much. If you go to that link tree, you'll find there's a link in there for a free ebook that gives you 20 tips to start to craft your own legacy. So if you do nothing else, go and grab that.
Awesome. Next. Come on. Okay. Okay, we got another Lawana in the house. We got another Lawana in the house. Come on, come on. The Bradford mortgage. Well, anyway, she's from the Bradford company. I like to say company, but she'll tell you more about what she do and how she shows you how to be strategic or whatever it is. She's got so many things she talked about. I remember one about being strategic. I probably ain't what she talking about, but I remember that. She taught that at WPN Live, a live event. But let's go. Come on, y'all. Come off mute. Come off mute. Go. Lawana. Lawana. Do this. Lawana. Lawana. Lawana.
Lawana.
All right, thank you, everyone. Why don't everyone just give yourself a really good stretch? Let's get some energy going. Stretch, 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 stretch. Now, throw some energy to me. I'll throw some back to you. This has been an amazing event, and I'm excited to share with you today. Dr. Benjamin Disraeli, the former Prime Minister of the UK, stated that the one thing that is constant is change. Now, with a show of hands, how many of you have felt the pain, the sting, the anxiety of those unexpected changes, those tsunami events that have come and just kind of slapped you around a bit? Can you relate? Can you relate to that unexpected pain where your life is going down a certain course, you're feeling good, and out of nowhere, it may be a health issue. It may be a family crisis. It may be a financial issue. It may be a pandemic or what we're dealing with right now here in the US, economic uncertainty. Has anyone been there? Or am I the only one? Well, the one thing when we go through the challenges of life is you don't want to be found in three categories, one of the three categories. And that's either you are in a state of petrification, you're petrified, and you freeze. You do nothing. You're just sitting, hoping, thinking, maybe it'll pass by if I don't move and I don't do anything. Second place you don't want to find yourself in is what I like to call the ostrich syndrome, where you bury your head in the sand and you believe that if I don't see it, if I don't look up and look around, it doesn't exist. And the third place you definitely don't want to be is what I call the CL syndrome, the Chicken Little syndrome. Running around frenetic, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And all you're doing is just creating anxiety for yourself. We've heard individuals here talk about your health and your wellness, right? Or mindset, if it's not controlled, if we don't allow our internal strength to influence and impress upon us, those negative stinking thoughts can manifest in unfortunate ways in our physical and mental well-being, right? So one of the things that I found out is fear drives so many negative things in our lives, and it's often the fear of the unknown. Even when the tsunami issues happen, the hurricanes in life happen, what we are fearful of is what's next. How am I going to survive this? How am I going to live life without this person next to me? Am I going to overcome this physical illness? Those are all places of fear, and not walking in faith and not walking with a strategic spiritual lens. One of the things that I often teach people is it's very important to pay attention to the waves that are happening in and around you. They're ever present. They may be very subtle, but then they can come very forcefully. You want to always be aware of the wave, aware of the currents in your life. So as they pick up momentum and intensity, you're positioned where you can ride the crest of the wave. You become a master hot dogger, if any of you are familiar with surfing. The last thing you want to be is overtaken by the wave or on the sidelines blindly saying, what, a wave just happened? Well, my story starts a little like this. I led a very charmed life. was blessed from the family I grew up with, never had a financial worry in the world, was blessed with my business, started a multi-million-dollar company. But as we made $1 million, I lost $1 million because we grew too fast to handle the demand. So I was able to rebuild. And I'm going to say one thing, and remember this as I keep telling you a little bit about this story. Success leaves clues. My brother and I started the Bradford Group, which is a commercial and investment mortgage company. We built it up to $3 million net worth. Had 19 employees, rocking and rolling. Again, life was good. God was blessing us. But remember, I was telling you a little bit about those waves, especially when they're unexpected. It was called 2007, 2008 economic crisis. We were in the mortgage industry. Banks were failing. Our broker partners were failing. And I found myself, ladies and gentlemen, in all three lanes of chaos. I was in the petrified state. I was in the frenetic Chicken Little state. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then I put my head in the sand. I wanted to believe if I pray hard enough and believe hard enough, I'm going to rise up, and it's just going to be this crazy dream. Well, that crazy dream, as any of you know, that part of in our economic history was one of the hardest times that our nation, the United States, faced since the Great Depression. Communities of color are still trying to catch up from the loss that they made. And the pandemic didn't make it any easier. So tell you a little bit about more of my story. So I'm dealing with that. I have 19 employees. I'm thinking, what can I do? Because I don't want to let these people go. And how are they going to eat? How are they going to survive? Well, what I did is I didn't think really strategically about the decision. I felt good in my heart. So sometimes we can make a heart decision, but it has long-term implications that can be very detrimental to us. And my heart space was saying, well, Luana, pull from your multi-million-dollar retirement account and pay their salaries. So I did. And I'm not saying this to boast. Again, I've been very blessed, but what I did was I robbed from my future. So that $1.5 million ended up to be $7,500 because I'm trying to pay everyone's salary because I didn't have the heart to let them go. It got to the point that I had to turn to mom and dad to say, I need help. I've lost everything. I can't lose my house. And my dad said, well, just sell it. And I said, but it's all I have left. So my parents were able to take care of my bills. They took care of my mortgage for a solid year. During that time, my brother, who was in partnership with me, left the company. Now, how many of you have felt abandoned in life? Whether it's through divorce, parents not being where they need to be, business partners. Well, my brother was my partner, and he left because he had to do what he felt was best for his family. Then, because, finances and financial struggles often challenge marriages. Well, my husband and I ended up getting divorced. So my business, I'm holding on. No, my partner has left. My husband has left. And then I'm diagnosed with cancer. And I'm like, what the what? Come on, God, where are you now? What's going on here? How am I going to make this? And my former business partner, who's still actually, he's my partner today, of over 30 years, said, Luana, what you need to do is pause. Just pause. Because you're allowing fear, you're allowing confusion to fester, and you're just running amok right now. I need you to get quiet. And sometimes as business owners, that's the hardest thing for us to do, is get out of our own way. Stop asking people to speak into our lives and allow ourselves to be sidelined so that God can speak. So we can hear that soft whisper of what we need to do. And the one thing that I knew for certain was the mortgage side of the house was where I needed to be. I was clear on that. And so this comes into where I'm going to end my story. And now I'm going to share some of the lessons learned, because success leaves clues. So again, over 30 years of experience as a serial entrepreneur. I've made millions, I've lost millions, I've made them again. And I know how to make money. I learned 3 lessons very, very young in life. And the first one was from my dad. He said, find something in life that you love so much that you'd be willing to do it for free, and you will never work a day in your life. The second came from my mom. She said, learn from the mistakes of others because you can't live long enough to make them all yourself. The third, and these are principles I still apply every single day of my life, was from a man named Jim McCracken, who was a multimillionaire. Whenever you're around people who may have or know something that you don't know, don't be afraid to ask. So I turned to him and I said, Mr. McCracken, if you were to give me one piece of advice, what would you tell me? I thought he was going to tell me something about earning money or investment strategies. He said, oh, that's simple. Never, ever pray for money. Only pray for knowledge and wisdom. Because see, when you're praying for money, you're believing that there's not an abundance. See, God created this world and the fullness thereof, and there's an abundance. There's more than enough to go around. But if you're living in a lack mindset, then you're going to miss the resources and the doors of opportunity that are going to open up for you. And so I said, wow, that literally changed my paradigm. And I've never, ever prayed for money. I've always prayed for wisdom, for knowledge. When I'm interfacing with communities, with my clients, with my strategic partners, with my employees, I want to apply the wisdom of Solomon. That's my prayer. Give me the wisdom of Solomon. Give me a gentle spirit so that I may hear, that I may lean in, that I may learn, so that I can show up and serve in a better, more powerful, impactful way that is designed to leave impact, influence, and ultimately income. 3 things I want to leave with you, and it's called the R3 principle. Reposition to remain relevant. Whatever you do in business, as long as you're in business, this is a strategic guidance system that is proven to be successful. I designed it and I've done it over and over again. The first thing is, and you've heard all of these pieces, it's not new, but I need you to put them all together. Clarity of thought. You have to be crystal clear, laser focused on where you're going. You have to be so tapped and tuned and sold out, as Abraham Hicks says, for you and your vision, that nobody, no tsunamic episode is going to get you off where you're supposed to go. It's your lane, and you need to run it with gust and vigor and with all the energy that God has given you, because you have just this one chance to get it right. After you get clarity of thought, the second thing is knowing clearly how you're going to get there, your journey, the destiny. And you're saying, well, that kind of sounds like the same thing, but it's not. Because again, sometimes when the tsunamic episodes happen, you heard during the pandemic, everyone's talking about pivoting. Well, I'm an anti-pivoting person. I hate that word, because pivoting means to change direction. And if you are crystal clear on where you are intended to go and what you were called to do, I challenge you to ask, why are you changing direction? Just find a different way to get there. If you were going to fly and the airplanes are on strike, then get in your car and drive if it's really where you are meant to go. Stop looking in other people's lanes and saying, oh my gosh, Dr. Patricia's doing this over here, or Dr. Smilett's doing this over here. Who cares? If you're not in partnership, it has no value on where you're supposed to go. And the third thing, and most important thing, is to be relevant, to make sure that you are very relevant to your audience, to your clients. How are they changing? How are they focusing? How are they communicating? If you were only dealing with millennials, what about your Gen Zers? What about emerging populations? How do you remain relevant and a place of interest and influence for those around you? I would love to leave you all with a special gift. I'm going to put it in the chat. I have a magazine called Business in Action, and we just launched our digital version of the magazine. If you are truly a person who wants to reposition and remain relevant in this environment that is radically changing, sign up, get this complimentary digital edition, and I will also give you personally 30 minutes with me so we can talk about your strategy so that you can be positioned to always remain relevant. And I want to thank you, Dr. Rogers, for inviting me to this platform. Thank you all for staying on and listening to the words of that I have to share. And the last thing that I want to say, just remember that in life and in business, when your vision intersects with opportunity, success is inevitable. I'm Luana Bradford with the Bradford Group, and we are making a difference each and every day. Thank you so much.
Great job.
Okay, Dr. Rogers. Come on, Dr. Rogers. Come on now. There you go. That's what I want to feel.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
That was very great, very good information, very valuable information. I'm trying to get back on camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
I thought it's something we said.
No, I had to run down and get her magazine.
All right.
See it. Dog, put me on gal. Everybody put me on speaker view.
Okay.
See if y'all can see it if you put me on speaker view.
Oh, you got my magazine, Dr. Patricia. Thank you.
Yeah, she's giving some serious props.
Can y'all see it?
A little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Now we can. We can see it now.
Yeah, I get it in mail.
Yes,
Okay.
I've got the hard copy that I mail out, but then this is a digital copy for all of you. And the digital is slightly different information. So Dr. Patricia, you'll see it's talking from different lanes.
Yeah. And it's on my coffee table in my living room, along with the magazines, and I'm on the front cover room. You know what? And the way I look, that's right. And the way I look at this, when she talk about legacy, I do everything for legacy too. You know, because this means she's.
I have written books to balance emotions. I have 4 books in my life. And I can also do some discovery session right now with you. I can look at you and talk about the blockage you have inside you. I'm very intuitive. I just see energy, and I can see your block and where your needs are, and what's the calling from your higher self that is sending out. And Lawana is talking about Abraham Hicks, right? So I am that kind of person too. It's body, mind, and spirits, right? So the spirits means spirits, right? Spirituality, spirits. So it cannot be better than ghosts and angels, right? Ghosts and angels. So I ask you to talk with them. Now, I want you to tell me what do you want. So you can raise your hand. Okay, I have pain. If you want to, then we can look at when I was doing the session later on, take some of your pain away. I'm going through the room to look at who raised their hand. Just raise your hand up if you feel you need some pain relief. So it's not a lot of people have that. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then some people, how about difficult emotions? Take some difficult emotions for you right away. Who has that? Raise a hand. Maybe you don't. Maybe everyone is so emotionally good.
Physical emotion. I always get physically charged when I host events because sometimes people make me sick.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that. So
I
awesome.
need healing, but I'm good now. It always have a happy ending, but initially, boy, I be going through some stuff.
Yes.
Headaches and everything.
Thank you. So what we actually do is we can do that, but I'm gonna do that in a little bit later. So I want to get you ready for me. So the Qigong, right? So what is Qigong? It's an energy practice. Everything is energy. So the law of energy is law of attraction, but it's actually law of vibration. So this is the second law of the 12 universal law is law of vibration. So how do you vibrate? So Bob Proctor will talk about frequency and vibration as the way to get money too. Why does he say that? So, Einstein would say everything is energy. So where is he? Everything is energy, and all there is to it. So energy is just chi. Match the frequency of the reality you want, then you cannot help but get that reality. So what that means is, I guess you're so smart, you figure it out already, right? So you want money, get money frequency, right? Got it? You want good client frequency. Got it, right? You want good relationship, send out relationship frequency, right? That's what it means. So if your life is not running the way you want, then I'll ask you, what frequency are you sending out? Now, so that's your answer to yourself. What am I sending out? What is blocking me? So what am I have to improve, right? So I also will help entrepreneurs. I have a session called, I have a new session called, where is it? So let me see, this is my school website, where is it? Okay, session, Teresa. So besides helping the incurables and all of that, just people come for that. I have something for the entrepreneurs to help them clean the roadblock of their energy. So if you have time, you can listen to it. You don't need to listen to it now. What it actually say, I changed her life in 6 weeks. And I helped her to manifest the thing she could not get in 6 months in 3 hours. Because I changed her frequency. Now, so that's what it is. Now, so if you want to see how powerful a healer I'm all over the internet. So chakras, acupoints, meridians, they're all part of Qigong. Did I share my screen? No. You see, I'm terrible. No, you see, I don't do the right thing, right? See, wrong. So vibrations could be for health thing, eczema, vibration, acupoints, chakras, vibration, hip replacement, hurting. One session, I took it away, that's hurting her for 10 years. I took 1 session to do it. So Olympian that cannot go back to Olympic, I fixed her in 1 month. So someone fell down the ladder to the floor. The wife told her to see me. 1 session, she could move her head. Now, I'm all over like this on the internet. You don't have to hear now. If you want to know more, it's always there. So those are people sick when they see me. But then when they are not sick, right? We say we are half sick. Half sick. You're sick, but you don't know you're sick. How we sick could be, health could be just money is health, right? Financial is a financial health too, right? So 6 weeks to change a person to get the things they want in their life. If you want to listen to it, maybe I'll give it a second. Just get you excited.
Everything began to take shape. So the shift that I've truly begun to see and having that self-awareness around me truly has been the biggest shift that I can truly have experienced.
So in 6 weeks, I figured out where her problem is. How does she send the clients? How she push her client away? That's what it is. So the next thing is I also want to let me help you with have a feeling of energy first, right? And then I also want to give you something valuable so that we can start the conversation. Where are my stuff now? Okay. Bob Proctor frequency, law of vibration frequency. So there's a power versus force. I'll talk about frequency. And then I'm gonna use some of so what they are showing to help you with what you want to have a breakthrough today. So I can send this to you in the chat box. So vibration, according to Hawkins, is very famous. So in his book, then he wrote about calibration level. We're not going to go in how you find that out. So when you are shameful, you are 20, you're guilty, you're 30. When you're scared, you're 100, you're angry, you're 150, you're proud of yourself, 175. When you're scared, you're 100. Scared would be worries, right? So these are all vibrating. That's why they are numbers. They can be measured by muscle testing. Okay, I mean, you have courage is 200. Of course, you have some courage. If not, you won't even talk inside this room right now. So when you're more and more balanced, then you will have less judgmental. You're more willing to listen. You're going to accept opinions. You're going to reason much better. You're going to feel with love. So this is, most people are vibrating under 200. So what does this mean to you? So what does that mean to you? It's what matters, right? Because what it means to you is, if your life is not what you want, what are you vibrating? What are you doing with yourself? Are you worrying today? Or are you not worrying tomorrow? How much time you're worrying? How much time you feel you are not good enough? And how much time you think money should not come in? Clients going to be difficult to find. My health is problem. And the list goes on and this goes on. They don't like me moving around. Okay, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to start my video. Oh my God, they like me again. Okay. Now, so this is the vibration, right? So if there's one thing you learned today, so never mind the business plan and all of that, because everything will work very well if you're vibrating right. But vibration come with like Lawana and there's some people pointing about belief system already. Belief system, unconscious mind, mindset, neuroplasticity, all those stuff, right? I know all of those things. Core belief in a child energy, past life regression, carrying the past life problems to this life, and the list goes on. This is spirituality, and I know all of them. I use them all. I use them all and teach people how to use them. So the thing is, so the big problem is you don't know what you are doing with yourself, right? You don't know what you are. What are you vibrating? So at least you can actually check later on. I will send that thing for you. You can look at how much time you spend on worrying, and how much time you are actually really at peace. How much time you really trust yourself. That's why some leaders are important, because they give you trust, right? Because they've gone through the road already. That's why you need coaching sometimes, because they went through all the shit already, right? It wasn't easy to come to this point, right? My life is I actually lost many things more than a time. It's almost went bankrupt, and I actually had TB at 20 years old, and I lost all my money. I have become single mother and 3 kids to raise when they were 5, 6, and 11. I only have high school, never mind doctor's degree. I don't have anything. No job, no money, no husband, betrayal. All of that come all at one time in my life. And that's when I use the challenges and make it into opportunities and build my international school. So you may not know me, that's why I'm here. I like to bring some of my the things. Oh, sorry. I want to help people to realize there are something very important in life to know about. And then you just need someone to point it out to you. So I just want to take the opportunity to point a few things for you, because you don't know me very well, so you don't have a trust in my work. But then you can trust the Harvard Medical School, though, right? The Harvard Medical School endorsed me, and you can trust the hospital endorsed me. But how would you see that? So I'm going to Boston to do a live presentation organized by the Harvard Medical School, and also the Bingham. You can actually even see it here. The Medical School of Harvard and the Brigham Women's College. They're doing a landmark conference for 2 days. and I am presenting there as a presenter, and I'm going to show you. I'm so proud of myself too. It's a 28 years of my life to get here. So I'm actually right on their website. Teresa is right here. My bio is right here. I don't have to pay for a hotel. I don't have to pay anything. They actually pay me to be there. So you cannot see the other people. They are professor, doctor, professor, doctor, professor, doctor, very famous teacher, world class, you know. Now, so you can trust that Harvard trusts me to be there to present. So what I teach about the Qigong, you don't have a question about it already. I'm going there to present the I Qigong live, and also my woman's Qigong for menopause too. Both of my programs also have affiliate program. They also have digital program you can promote for me if you like me later on. Now, let me show you now how does Qigong work. Okay. You like that? You like this? You can raise your hand. You like that? You want to, yeah. Okay, give me some encouragement, right? Hey, okay, okay, now. Well, I actually have a lot.
Awesome.
I actually want to say to you that I also have a whole slideshow to prepare, but I figure out if I'm going to show slideshow, I won't have enough time. You know, I'm in hospitals, I'm in U of T for 6 years. I'm in the #1. This is just so you know how much I have done in my life. I think I should talk about myself. The #1 school in USA, I teach there. Sick Kid Hospital, our Qigong's there 2 years. And the list goes on and on TV show and all of that. I'm that kind of teacher already, very accomplished in my work. So I want you to know there's something you're missing in your life that is very important. Then I will say it this way. No matter what you're doing right now, if you have to make a decision about going for an MRI examination or build business, where are you going? You're going to see your client or go for an MRI appointment? Where are you going? Because when it's life-threatening about your health, nothing else is important anymore. So that's why at COVID, everything about health can survive. If it's not health-related, then you have to go online. But you can also be very successful online following Patricia and the other people that already figured it out, right? But then emotionally and health-wise, where are you, right? So where are you? You know, as people were saying already, if people have cancer, it's not that today, right? It's not today they have cancer, right? This has been a long time. So hands up with Dr. Lawana. Is there, you want to hands up for something? Huh? Okay, are we okay? I saw your hands up.
Yeah, no, I'm just a timer that keeps me up there.
Oh, I know okay. I know I'm looking at the clock too. I know I'm good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a relaxation, a little chi with you. And then after that, let us do a little bit experiment. I love demonstration. So maybe you can just write one thing right now that is really bothering you. One thing, just one. My mother's scolding me. I'll write it down. Okay, whatever it is, right? Oh, my son is da 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 da, or my da 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 da. Just write one thing down. Okay, one thing that bothers you. Oh, I really have problem paying my credit card. That could be a problem. You know, that could be a fun thing too. No. Okay. I tell you, I'm very good at building business because I started off with $30 in my pocket to do it. Basically, I just built it by networking. So now let's do it. So just follow me. If you're very thirsty, drink some water because water is important for you to balance yourself. Yeah. So I'm going to drink some water. So as I run a registered school of Canada, that means I have a lot of programs and teachings. So I just want to give you a taste of the things. So one of the things I'd like you to, hopefully you will get is, we are changing the frequency, vibration, whether it's physical or emotionally, so that you feel even a little bit better, and you don't have it anymore. It's finished. It's being changed, right? Then what you feel more difficult will be less difficult. If you have more ache, you have less ache, and it goes on like that. Now, head relax. So you can just raise your hand and then bring it down a few times. So energy is the chi come from the universe, and the Mother Earth also have chi. So we are connecting the Mother Earth chi with the universal chi, and then I'm in the middle, and then we call this sky, earth, and human being become one. So when you want to have a better intuition, it's the same thing. Do you hear the messages of the universe? So where's the universe? Next time. So head relax, neck relax. Just follow me, close your eyes, we're good. And then you have to learn how to let go, and let go means nothing matters right now. Listen to my voice is most important for you. And then you focus and you're willing to change. Head relax, neck relax, shoulder relax, chest relax, abdomen relax, back relax, arms, hands, fingers relax, leg, feet, toes relax, head relax means muscles lighter, relax. Shoulder release, tension, relax. So the heaviness in the shoulder can leave. Maybe it's like it can be lifted off you. My heart, lungs can relax. My digestion can relax. My lower abdomen, my sexual organs relax. My whole back relax. Arms, hands, fingers relax. Leg, feet, toes can relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So I can just have the hand put like 6-7 inches away from each other. And I just open the hand out and closing the hand. So you think about earth energy come to my hand. Universal energy can come to my hand. My mind on my hand. So just very relaxed and with yourself. As you keep doing this, you'll find you become more whole. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 So I am relaxing, going back to myself. follow instruction, focusing, more and more relax, more and more let go. Well, we all deserve to have a break, a little rest to come back. Rest, rest, and rest. Now, so we will bring the hand to the heart. Bring the hand to the heart. Put a hand here. Now, so what I do is I'll go around the room, send some energy to you. So yourself is you think about letting things leave. Let that one pressure you have just now leave. Just think about breathe in, breathe out, relax. Well, if you're not relaxed, you have to do it. You're tight, you have to do it. You're going to do it anyways. Or don't do it and procrastinate, right? So you might as well deal with it. So think about maybe I can be more at peace to go around this challenge in my life right now. And trust I'll be guided. And then you just think about letting it go. And I just go around to find some of the energy. Love you. Say sorry to yourself. Or forgive the person that gave you the trouble. No, I'm not going to forgive him or her. That's fine too. But you can relax, right? Just relax, breathe in, breathe out. Just relax. Breathe in, breathe out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So if you have a pain, aches just now you mentioned, you can also think about life force, go to the pain area in your mind. Oh, okay. So go to think where the pain is. When I go around the room, I sense where your mind has gone. So I know what you're thinking. So go to what you're thinking, then I will look at you and then I know where your mind is. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm on you, LaDonna, I'm on you. So I'm focused on you right now. Put your mind there, just let go. Just some stress, you've been loving and taking care of people, just release the stress. Continue the journey. Okay, Dr. Pat Rogers. Thank you for what you're doing. Breathe in, breathe out. So David, I send you my attention to David. It might be challenging for you to be with me yet. I see you're not really getting into what I'm doing, but it's okay. So I forgive you. So Nicole, let me see if you are there with me. Okay. Well, it's just a little beginning of something to be aware. So, okay, Michelle, Dr. Smile is doing good. Good job. Good. You did some good job. Michelle, you're connecting very well. Sandy, too, you're doing very well. Jose, nice energy, Jose. Okay. Abby, the computer angel, so much love. Thank you for loving everyone. Thanks for all you're doing. And then Reverend Rhonda, Miss Cam, Fa, lovely lady, Gail, just love, very lovely people. Okay. And then the person, I remember what you said, you need me. Okay. Awesome, okay. That's nice. Okay, now good. So because of time, we cannot go on. So I will just ask you to unmute yourself and just talk out loud, and then tell us if anyone feel any help with you, and then that'll be wonderful to hear some feedback. Thank you.
Well, I want to give my feedback. I had a lot of tension in my neck. I don't know if this, but I feel like when I received what you was offering.
Yeah, as you relax, you actually feel what you were not paying attention to.
Oh, yeah. And I just feel great now. I feel better. I don't feel the tension in my head.
We have more awareness about who is me. And then sometimes we feel tired, it's almost out the body, picking up that life force I'm sending out. Then they want you to heal right away. So you get sleepy because you only heal when you're sleepy, right? Yeah. So who else want to say something? Please go ahead. Michelle, how are you doing, Michelle?
I feel very relaxed, and I had some tension in my shoulders. I don't feel that anymore. So I was very nice.
Yeah, you are very tuned in. I see you changing and letting go. Wonderful. So how about Ms. Kamya? Kamya?
Yes, actually, yes, I can feel my shoulders drooped. I can feel the tension releasing in my shoulders. So it's like this, but I can tell my shoulders have drooped. So let go some of that tension.
Yeah, you're very connected. How about a reference, Rhonda?
Or someone who's very connected like myself, and energy is everything. It's so important. So I love what you've shared. Thank you.
Okay. So who wants to say something? Lawana?
You have a comment in the chat if you want me to read it for you, sweetheart.
Okay. Okay.
So I have been having horrible spells. And before I got on this call, I felt that I was having another episode. Immediately, and in all caps, immediately, when you started the exercise, it stopped. And then she has praying hands. Quit Ego. I don't know this is with Ego, A with Ego. I don't know the real name, but that is who that's from. And I guess she's behind the camera. God is good. I think that's a blessing. I needed to read.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Dr. Patricia by also setting up her rules. She told me, Teresa, answer my message, right? You didn't reply my email. So she also taught me how to do better. So I should following up messages better now. Oh my God, I'm late. I thought just 1 day late, but no, that's very late. I carry my cell phone everywhere, Teresa. Oh my God, isn't that awesome to have someone that tell you do better, and do better, right? So we have awesome leader. Thank you, Patricia.
Yeah, I just wanted to read that before your time ran out. I had to read that. I thought that was very awesome.
Just lovely. I don't mind it. I just love it.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. And Master Teresa, White Eagle is Amanda, and thank you, Dr. Pat, for commenting on that. She is on a phone that does not have her speaker working, but she wanted you to know, Master Teresa, that once you did the movement, she felt it go through her whole body, and that now she suffers from a lot of chronic pain, and from the movement and the breathing methods that you had put all of us through, she said that the pain had subsided. So she just wants to thank you.
Okay, is that the person I just read, Maylin? Is that the person I just read?
Yeah, White Eagle.
Okay, I just read her comment. Her time is up, and I did just read her comment. I think it was awesome, an awesome comment.
Yeah, so
we have to go to the next speaker.
Thank you. So I put my gift.
Thank you, Dr. Pat.
Thank you, Maylin. And then I have plenty of healing tools on my YouTube, plenty of them. Even how to take a hip pain away in one session. I put it there. Okay, have fun.
Come on, come on, give us some energy. Come on. We got results. We got results. Give us some energy. That was awesome. Maylin, what is your real name, please? I need to check you off my list, and I don't have a Maylin.
Hi, my name is Maylin. I did register earlier this morning. I'm one of Master Teresa's students under Maylin Kwan.
Okay, what did you register on? I just want to know so I can send you
Under,
this.
it should be, it should go under Maylin Kwan.
Oh,
I went through the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know. I don't see it, but okay, no problem. Okay, and it
Yeah,
was
but I've been following you though. Thank you so
Miss
much for the work that
Gaitlin.
you
Do
do.
I have Gaitlin? What is her real name? Accountability, honey. That's all. Accountability. What is Miss Gaitlin's real name? I don't see a Gaitlin on here either. What is her real name? It's okay. I just won't send you the replay. I'm good. Y'all keep it moving. Thank you so much for coming. I love all y'all for coming. I'm good. Okay, so now we're going to have the next speaker is going to be, y'all ready? That was good. And I needed that, y'all. I'm glad that we took it. I needed that. I'm glad that I felt we all could benefit from that. And that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Patricia. My last thing is, if you want me to go to your event and do something, I'm happy to do it free. I love touching people and give a hand to your event. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. We'll talk. You know that we'll stay in touch. We're going to be talking in the messenger. Okay, that was awesome. Thank you. Next speaker we're going to have, y'all ready? We have 2 more speakers and we're going to be out of here. People are still telling me they're trying to get in the platform. And I did get Tiffany just came in. Give Tiffany, come on, give Tiffany a high five. She's been talking to me since about 4 o'clock today. And I kept giving these people the link. They couldn't get in. I don't know what it was. So I had to eventually pull all the stuff and get the link and the thing and the whatever. So it's all good. Thank you so much, sweetie, for coming. Give me a second. We have 2 more speakers, so you're in time to hear exactly what you need to hear. That's how God does it. And we'll want you to introduce yourself shortly. We have 2 7-minute speakers. Dr. Lawana, who's next? Jose.
That would be Jose.
Jose. Oh, come on. Let's do it, y'all. Jose. 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 Jose has an interesting story, and he's also an author, upcoming rising international best-selling author. We would love to support him. He's already has some events lined up that he's gonna put, I guess, out when he go to y'all email. So look for his information because he has stuff going on too that you all may want to attend. It's always about showing up. And he's going to share his message today, and I'm dying to hear his message.
Thank you very much for having me. Okay. Can you imagine being a guy that has been more than 35 years working in the oil and gas and being in the pinnacle of your career, being a CEO of a multinational, and you were called to a last minute and you went to a foreign country and you got kidnapped and stay hostage during 5 years? That is me. So I went through that situation. My name is Jose Pereira, and I went to a hostage situation. So every time people ask me what I am, I say I'm a former oil and gas executive. I'm a former hostage, but really I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. So I went through a situation that was a nightmare when we were there, because we were caught in the middle of the politics between the US and Venezuela. I'm dual citizen, Venezuelan born, and we were caught in the middle of, that was in 2017, caught in the middle of the dispute that was going on that moment. And we became a victim of something that is called the hostage diplomacy. So you get caught you're in the wrong place in the wrong moment. So what happened to us in that case? At the beginning, I'm going to talk about adversity, because the situation of us was adversity and trauma. So my speak today is going to talk from going through the captivity to the freedom, how you can overcome your adversity and your trauma and build up resilience with your love, with your faith, your strength, and your hope. So what happened to us? That we went through that situation, and at the beginning, we didn't know what to do. We really didn't think that was happening to us. We thought it was a mistake. So that's the first thing, you begin to deny things. So then comes the situation that you really realize, okay, why this is happening to me? Why me? Because I didn't have nothing to do with the situation. And then comes the truth of the matter that you realize that you're going through that process. You say, okay, this is really happening to me. So in that moment, you have 2 choices in life. You have 2 choices. You can go in the wrong way and deny thinking and be negative, and then comes anxieties, depression. Or you decide to transcend. That was our case. We decided to transcend. So today, I'm a adversity and resident coach. So, but what happened to us? Because when we were there, when we realized that we really were in that situation, we passed our switch and began to be in a survivor mode. At some point in our hands came a book that I always talk about. This book. It is an author that was in the World War II in the concentration camp. This guy is called Viktor Frankl, and the book is A Man in the Search of a Meaning. I read that book in that situation, and I learned that you in the life have to have a meaning. So we did 3 simple things that I have been hearing here, by the way. The first thing was stay calm and focused. We were in that situation. We decided to stay calm and focused, because in adversity, you need to be calm and focused, because if you're not calm and focused, you're going to be lost. So we stayed calm and focused. Then, second thing, have a positive mindset. We talk about mindfulness, etc. Be positive. Be positive. I, fortunately, was always a guy that was positive in my life, so I decided to remain positive. My wife always complained that she said that maybe I'm kind of naive. No, I believe in people. I truly believe in the people. And the third thing is go back to your inner circle and your spirituality. We learned in the bad way that we needed to go back to God. Who can be your higher power? Can you be the universe? You need to believe in something in the life. So we begin to read the Bible, we begin to pray, and we decided to live the life one day at a time. So when we went to that thought process, and we learned that our meaning in life was our family, your loved ones. You need to stick to your loved ones. When you're in adversity, you need to stick to your loved ones. I can tell you something, my friends, that you can go in any process, and maybe you're not, your family is broken, whatever. When you're going in adversity, your loved ones are going to be with you. These are the people that are going to stay with you. Your significant one, your dad, your brother, your fiancé, whoever loves you is going to stay with you, because that was the situation that happened to us. So when we went through the situation, we begin to smuggle letters with my wife. I smuggled 1,000 letters during 3 years. When I came back, my wife had the letters, and she had compiled it, and that's going to become my book. My book is based on my memoir of 1,000 letters I wrote during my captivity. So my book is called From Hero to Villain, the true story of the 606, because we went through a situation, we were 6 guys, and at some point, if you Google, during the 2019-2020, we were all over the world in the press. There were more than 200,000 articles written on our case. We became the Citgo 6. So okay, you can Google us, we will appear all over. So I'm one of the Citgo 6. And so, but when I came back, I saw that this situation was not unique, because unfortunately there are a lot of Americans in this situation all over the world. So we created with other families a foundation called the Bring Our Family Home Campaign. Together, now we're a hostage community, and I'm a strong advocate for that community. I'm a coach of aversion residents, because what I decided is convert my ordeal in something that can help others. So today I'm helping companies and helping people overcome their adversity. I have a program called Life Pill for a Surviving Guide that talks about that. And I'm a public speaker, by the way. I'm gonna I'm invited to go to the UN next month. I'm gonna do a speech in the UN. I have been invited to the US Congress. I did a speech in the US Congress. I went to the Canadian government. So I was interviewed by Anderson Cooper 1 month I came back. I have been interviewed all over. I have done 30 podcasts. I don't know how much. So I have been talking very loudly this, because I really need to raise the awareness of this situation. So today my thing is raise awareness. I have my coaching program. I have my speaking thing, and my book is going to go out in 2 weeks. I'm going to begin the pre-sale. I left there my link tree where there are all my platforms. And by the way, I am LinkedIn sharing this with a lot of people. I have a newsletter that I invite you to go there. I'm preparing a master class that I'm going to do for a startup and business owner, because I feel today that I had to give up because my life is today a miracle. I came back as a miracle because we came back in October last year through a prisoner swap. I was convicted for 25 years and a $2.5 million fine, something that I never did because we were caught in the middle of the politics. So today we talk loudly about this. So my thing today is that any adversity in life, because I learned that you can overcome it. Anyone, name it. I heard somebody say there, I was, yay, because you can have adversities, financial broken. You can have a problem in your marriage, problem with your family, some illness, anything in the life. But if you stay calm and focused, if you stay positive mindset, if you really go back to your spirituality and seek the meaning in your life that is your loved ones, and then of course have your spirituality and your stay strong in body, soul, and spirit, my friend, you're gonna overcome it, because I'm a proof of life. Today, I feel, I tell the people every time they're in a problem, you can overcome anything in your life. So this is my final message. It's by choice. You have two choices. You can go in the wrong way or in the right way. It's your decision. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. So I tell the people that I left there my link tree where there are all my platforms. I'm going to do this master class next Saturday. It's going to be free. You can go there. You can go in my newsletter and continue hearing me. I'm posting in all over the media about this, because today this is something that I need to spread that message. So thank you very much for hearing me.
Awesome. Did he have time? Did he have time left over? He good?
Do I have time?
No, he's over.
Okay, good job. Anyway, it was a good job. Awesome. And I need you, and I know the Donna, we have a chat with about 16 people in that chat now. The event is over. And everybody, you guys in the chat that have events coming up, Dr. LaWanna, you have your classes for Monday. What you just talked about, Jose, I know LaDonna has stuff. So now y'all grab those people. It's a warm market, and don't let them get away, because I won't get that email to you guys until tomorrow. So please go ahead in that chat and start dropping y'all stuff so we can start staying connected and get more of this, all this valuable, fantastic, awesome information that's being passed out. And all this information comes through networking. So y'all have at it. Nicole, you're in the group. I know you have something coming up. I'm supposed to be coming to next week. Y'all let us each other know so we can tune in, because we gotta keep ourselves fed, y'all. We gotta keep ourselves connected and fed. When I say connected, the information that we're getting, some people come, they leave, but as long as they get what they need, that's all that matters. You know, that's what's most important. And as long as we make the connection, you know, because the doors are going to continue to open when God sees our heart. So this has been an awesome, wonderful messages that have come out today. And they normally say we leave the best for last. Oh boy, where Mr. Reese at? Mr. Reese, where you at? Where you at, Mr. Reese? Where you at?
I am right here, baby. I am right here.
Where you at?
I'm right here.
Oh Lord, I love this man's energy, y'all. Yeah, I love his energy, his willingness, his humility, and he's always open to learn something new. And if all of us stay like that, because we all pretty good, but sometimes people don't want to learn the new. But I appreciate your humility, because he fell right on in line, and I just talked him through the process. So I want to say I thank you. I thank everybody who has their virtual backgrounds up. It's not mandatory for attendees, but I want to say thank you to all of you attendees that put it up. You look wonderful, everybody. You all will see the replay. So now we're going to introduce to you David Reese. I met him years ago. He found me another day. We talked on the phone. He called me, reminded me where we met, that we talked before, and we've been talking ever since. And he has been a man of his word. He said, I'm going to support you. And he bought that book. He came to that book launch. And on that note, I said, okay, we got a spot for you too. Oh, so that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. We never know whose life we're impacting. And if you leave a good, positive impact, people don't forget you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Mr. David Reese. You're on.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Rogers. And thank you for the opportunity to talk to your crowd. And it's truly been a blessing and a pleasure. So I look forward to, hopefully, unlike everybody else who may have been on the call, you have a business, entrepreneurship, or working. I work for somebody and I work in the technology space. Just short background, I'm a degreed electrical engineer, originally from New York City, lived in 4 of the 5 boroughs, raised by a single mom. We talk about survival. I survived 3 heart attacks, 1 cardiac arrest. So I have been a survivor, so I know I'm here for a purpose. I'm considered by many to be a great networker. I like to look at myself as a connector. I listen to what people need and put them together with the right people. Currently, I do technology. I work in cybersecurity. So I really can relate to the angel and understanding a lot of you folks taking things for granted. But what I really wanted to focus on was where are you going with what you're going to do? And I think it's important that when you get in a network like Women's Prosperity Network or other groups of that magnitude, that you take advantage of the opportunity. I think Dr. Rogers has been a great coach because I listened to what she's doing, how she get everybody to line up to the message. And it's very important to understand the message. I worked for a major corporation back in the day. I went through Hurricane Andrew. I clearly understand the importance of what you need to do to brand yourself. I'm even to this day with the company I work with, we're helping nonprofits, and I'm focused on helping nonprofits find grants for free. That's right. If you are a nonprofit and have not reached out to me, you need to do so because I'm going to help you find grants for free. Now, once you do that, my responsibility is to make sure your network or your technology is running efficiently as possible. And not everybody understands that. I think the angel is probably the best person to use in that space to understand exactly what you need. But I think it's important that people feel free to give up information to you, especially on certain platforms. So I just want to talk about how we network. My theory is if you are not networking, you are not working. So remember that if you are not networking, you are not working. So it is important to network as much as you can. Dr. Rogers, she's laughing because she knows she's the networking queen and to take advantage of it. But networking is very, very strategic. You just can't be networking, throwing cards out and think people are going to call you. No, you have to take time to build a relationship. You got to take time to grow. Jesus works a relationship in us the same we have to do with the people around us. It's critical that you understand the importance of a relationship. People do business with people they know and trust. How do you trust? Build a relationship. So I look forward to taking that time to help you build that relationship because I don't call people when I need them. I call people because I have to. I want to hear what you got to say. I love LinkedIn for 2 things only. They let me know when you're celebrating your birthday and your anniversary. And when that comes across, I reach out to you just to see how you're doing. People don't call people to find out how they're doing. How's life been treating you? You know, everybody's in this rush, business. No, take a moment. Just smell the roses. Take time to understand what's around you. Take understanding time to meet the people around you, your children, your grandchildren. It's a good life if you want to live it, but you gotta live it to want it to work. I love the lady, oh boy, I can't remember, I wrote her name down too, who lost her business and came back and grew it back again. That is so important because entrepreneurs, guys, you're gonna go through it. It's not easy. You gotta go with your family and all the issues. On my podcast, I talk about that. I make sure that we address that. My podcast is focused on helping entrepreneurs and community leaders get their message out. For example, during the pandemic, I helped nonprofits in South Florida raise over $650,000. What was the key secret? Dr. Rogers is right on it. She did it through virtual events. I did it through virtual events, virtual fundraising. That was critical to keep these folks afloat. But what that cost me was building more relationships. So if you don't like meeting people, you don't like building relationships, I have to say you may have to look at another business, because that's what it is if you're going to be successful. Hey, I'm going to stop for now, and I may have a few moments. I can't see the hand, but I'm between you and
those leverage their business to create multiple streams of income, multiple passive streams, because we know in this economy you got to have some passive income as well. So I'm working on some things, and like Dr. Patricia said, I pop in, pop out. Life has been lifing. I'm getting my second oldest daughter is getting ready to go to college tomorrow morning. So I'm leaving out at like 3 a.m. this morning. So we're trying to get everything
Come on,
together.
give us some energy. That's a milestone. That's a milestone.
Yes, first generation university college student. So I'm very, very proud of her. And you guys, I love what you're doing, Dr. Patricia, and I'm going to stay connected. We always.
Yeah, you going in and out.
It's been years ago by, but we always touch each other in. I came in just in time. So hello to everybody. Yeah, so I enjoyed the end. I'll be in on the next event.
Awesome. God is good all the time. That's wonderful that you made it in this time. Because like I said, all the interaction, I wasn't paying attention, but when I start, let you see what you need to see, and I needed to see. So I'm glad I got that information to you, and I'm so happy you showed up, because I've been wanting you to see what I'm doing on my side of the fence. I know you sell those wigs, and I thought I found one time, but I gotta double check, because there's quite a few of us on here be like those wigs. They work just quite well. All we got to do is sit on this platform and throw one on. Because when I get off this platform, I'm doing one of these numbers, y'all. But I ain't gonna do it to y'all right now. How about that? Oh, there's that purple wig. Okay, so this has been really awesome. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Jose, Gail, Dr. Smiles, Kimya, hallelujah, Joe, Carol, David, Sandy, Abby, LaDonna, Tina, my little emoji up there, my avatar. Hey, honey. Michelle Noon, Nicole, me, real me, and Dr. Lawana. I love you all, and I know there are people. I gotta open up these screens, show non-participants. Master Teresa, Maylin, Brenda, and Bonita jumped in. But did you want to introduce yourself? She was another one I was talking to during the day through this thing that they couldn't get on for whatever reason. Master Teresa, but Bonita, would you like to show your face and go ahead and just say hi to everybody? We're getting ready to close. Brenda, thank you so much for coming. I love you, sweetie. And I think I got everybody.
Okay.
Hey, girl, what's up? How you doing? That's the puppet lady.
At the puppet lady. Yeah, I'm Bonita Joy, and I'm Coffee. And my vision for the world is that people remember their experience moments of joy in their work and their lives and their daily relationships, regardless of what the external circumstances are. Even if you